spoke about on the live.
What's going on, y'all? You know what I'm saying? It's a good boy DT3 and your man Myron Magnus, Boxing
What's
Logic
up?
United. What's up, y'all, man? We just finna talk this boxing talk real quick.
Peace and pugilism.
So basically, what we was just talking about before we went live was Floyd Mayweather and how I believe that he's taking the shine away from
here yet?
I don't even think anybody's in here. I think Toby's the only person that's up in here.
Toby Bartlett, what are you doing? Just waiting for DT-Magnus come on live. Yeah, DT, I told
What's
you.
Going on?
Toby Bartlett, our #1 fan. Toby, let's wait a little bit, man. Can we wait a little bit?
All right, we can wait a little.
Let it simmer. I know we fire it up.
Yeah, I'm juice. See you started it. You started.
We both juice. We both juice as fuck. But let's a little bit of patience. Let's at least give him 5 minutes. Toby, call the gang, baby. Toby, call the gang for us, please. Get up
it's already in the Facebook group. Already posted it in the Facebook group that we live.
Hey, Toby Bartlett, you was around. Didn't you see my damage control video? The one I did on Wilder and shit? I think Toby Bartlett was following me that long. He saw that shit. He was like, God damn. I mean, that was my favorite work still. It's still like I guess because it was my baby. It was the first one, me exploring, showing different shit about me. And so I stepped out of my comfort zone in that one too. It really did something. That's still my baby. Damage control. I hear, brothers. I'm here. We know you here, Toby. Tim W. What's up, baby? Bring the gang, man.
We wasn't gonna leave y'all.
Hold your
thought, already know we was coming.
Hold your thought, DT3. Hold that thought, baby. Don't lose it. Hold the thought.
Beer gang.
Damn. Yeah, I'm going my baby goatee. Hope that counts. Yeah, I think so. Man, look, if anybody, I'm gonna find my damage control and I'm gonna put that shit in the motherfucking comments.
We in here. DT-Magnus, man. Box Talk Podcast, 105, Raw Edition.
Raw tonight. All the babies should be asleep.
So, all your kids should be asleep. So, let you know. This is not morning television, people.
Not at all.
Late night.
We about to go raw tonight. I told the UGC you guys were going live, so they should show up. All right. Thank you, brother Tim W. Hey, man, Tim W., thank you for coming up on my videos lately, bro. I appreciate you. One love. Bend over 318. Let's get it. We're going raw tonight.
We're going raw tonight, man.
It's DT3 Magnus raw tonight. There ain't no fucking cookie cutter for the kids. Okay?
Yeah. Put your kids to bed. Okay.
So you gotta watch out for the new COPA, the COPA law on YouTube now. The COPA law. Have you seen those shit? That shit DT3, the COPA?
The COPA?
COPA? You ain't seen that on your videos? No, YouTube has inflicted a new rule where you need to label any of your
that yeah if it's for kids or not. No,
yeah,
it don't pop up when I do the podcast. So hey, man, please put your kids to sleep. We gonna let you know before we speak on it, so y'all have a video recorded stating that this show here is not for the kids. Before we even speak on anything, this show is not for children.
Give a clap to DT3 for the disclosure. My man is on point.
That's all I want to be clear about before we say anything about what we're going to go into on this talk tonight. I have my children, but they're like 1 and 13,
and they probably used to it and shit. And then once you get off, like my family, probably used to it. Then when we off camera, like, don't say anything I said in that goddamn show. You heard me talking. You can't talk like that. Do as I say, not as I do, Mug. Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah. Exactly. For sure, Toby.
Yeah, okay, let's get it rocking because they still in. That's right. 3 o'clock in the morning for Toby Bartlett. You mean to tell me Toby ain't like?
Yeah. Appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, we appreciate you, Toby. You are loyal.
Appreciate you.
I'm fighting to sleep. Let's get it rocking then. We gonna get it rocking.
Get it rocking. So basically, hey, handle her, please. Anyway, so like I was saying, Floyd Mayweather, I believe, is taking a shine from other fighters on the PBC. I feel like with Floyd Mayweather, he's every time somebody that's a boxer is finna do something major in boxing, all of a sudden he pops into the media. All of a sudden he pops out here in the world like he's just finna do something, like he's making this major comeback out of nowhere. And it's kind of like with Deontay Wilder saying he's trying to take his shine. I don't believe that Floyd Mayweather is trying to take his shine. I think Anthony Joshua took his shine the moment he beat Vladimir Klitschko. That's when his shine got took, was when that happened.
I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100% on that point.
But I feel as if that when like Gervonta Davis, I don't think Gervonta is going to do anything or accomplish anything nowhere near what Floyd Mayweather has accomplished.
Did you see the press conference between him and Gamboa today?
It was a nice stare there. I saw that.
It was on his shit, right? Yeah. Deontay Wilder buckled. Did Deontay Wilder? Not Deontay Wilder. Did Gervonta buckled a little bit?
I think he a little nervous. I think Gamboa kind of showed up that he really might surprise some people with what he may do the night of the fight. He might surprise people. He might surprise me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
I think the fastest opponent. I think this is the fastest opponent that Tank has ever fought.
And hardest hitting so far.
I don't know if it's harder hitting. I can't make. Okay.
Who has he fought that hit harder than Gamboa?
I don't know. That's why I can't argue with you. Hey, you won that. I can't argue with you 100% on that shit. But I know this is the most fastest, technical, proficient fighter he's ever fought.
Yeah. And I think he's going to show some skills. I think Gervonta's going to show some skills.
Of course he will.
I think he is. But
Lisa Bells, what's up?
I believe that Gervonta needs to fight somebody like Loma, somebody major, man. Somebody major, man.
Gamboa is 37 years old. Let's not forget.
Who? What'd you say?
Gamboa is 37.
True.
And that's still the American number. He may be 37. He may not be 37. Understanding how the relationship between Cuba and America. You know, because we know black don't crack. Sorry, UK, nigga. It's raw tonight. Black don't crack. Hey, Gamboa might be fucking 41. We don't know. Black don't crack. Genetics is a motherfucker.
Genetics is. Hold up. What do you say? Leonard Ellaby's nose says Tank is the past, the present, and the future. Let's take a moment and be grateful that we are entering into the Tank Davis era, ladies and gentlemen. Behold. So
I can't wait.
What do you think, Leonard? You can't wait. You can't wait for the Tank Davis era, the era of being 135, calling out 140 pounders that you're not finna fight, and actually fighting the people that's coming up from 126 pounds to fight you at 135 because you can't make 130. Mind you, you're not even finna fight a legitimate 130 pounder.
And honestly, as he move up in weight, his punching power will not be as significant.
Exactly. So all them people that's just on, he punched so hard. What he gonna do when he punch somebody and they keep coming?
So let's look like this. Let's be fair. The 130 and 135 range, 130 range was to prepare and get Tank's skills up to date. His skill level up to par, to where he does step up. He doesn't have to rely on the power and more of the technical ability and his skill ability. It makes more sense.
Okay. Well, that's why I think he's getting his skills up, because he wants to move up in weight, and it's gonna require more skill. Is his power gonna be obsolete moving up in weight? He gonna have to apply more skill set to actually beat these guys. So we're gonna see how this is gonna go. I'm leaning towards Tank winning. I'm already going with Tank winning this fight. I think Tank gonna knock him out. I think he's gonna put him on his ass in 8. You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna stop him in 8 rounds.
Me too. I think it may actually go, honestly.
You think it's gonna go the distance?
Yeah.
You think it'll go the distance? I think he's gonna stop him in 8.
I think it could possibly go if your boy Gamboa don't get caught in the same trance of throwing these punches and his shoe shining. If he don't get caught in a trance of throwing a shoe shine,
right? I know
like he did against Crawford. For whatever reason, he does that, and he exposes himself for a right and a left. Boom. But at the same token, can Tank take that punch like Crawford take those punches? Can Tank take those punches like Crawford take those punches? And that's a question we have to ask as well. Because that motherfucker Gamboa is a bad mug, dude.
Yeah, he a bad man.
He just ran into his kryptonite, I think, versus Crawford. Some of that layover fucked him up. In the next loss, he after that. But Gamboa only has 2 losses. And as a professional, as an amateur, he was vicious.
Yeah, he was vicious.
Vicious.
I mean, he was vicious early in his career as a pro. Like, people keep sleeping on Gamboa, and it's like, bro, it ain't about being ridiculous. At this point, I need y'all to understand, bro. It ain't even about being a Crawford fan. This is Yurokis Gamboa.
Okay.
That man was a killer. I thought Gamboa was gonna kill Terrence.
Yo, Yurokis is vicious. So, in helping them build up the PBC fight for Tank and Gamboa, Yuriokis, yo, I'm excited to see this fight. I'm not gonna freaking lie. I'm excited to see if the fights that Yuriokis, the 4-fight winning streak, wasn't just for whatever, and see what he really has at 37 left or 38 left or whatever left for Tank. But Tank, he better be ready for this. Because if it's no other side bullshit involved, if there's no side bullshit involved, and Tank and Gamboa really comes in this bitch to fight,
right?
Ooh, Tank better be fucking ready.
Right.
He better be ready, bro.
If
he's gonna match a nigga, he gonna match a nigga who could potentially got more speed than him.
Yeah.
Because Crawford ran into that, because Crawford wasn't faster than Gamboa. Crawford had to eat punches to give punches, so Crawford relied on his power being stronger than Gamboa's. Because Crawford ate shit in order to give shit. He did that in that fight.
He did that.
He took punches and he got rocked. With that right. When that motherfucker was like, in that corner and shit, with that smile like Tommy Hearns and shit, and crawled his ass in that corner, doing a softball stance. And he like, oh shit, he was rocked. And he was, not just buzz, hurt. Because that motherfucker backed the fuck up with a smile.
Leonard Ellaby's nose says, trust and believe, Tank is ready. Gamboa is very, very dangerous opponent. Still, we've got we're not taking him lightly, and it's going to be a great fight. I can't wait myself as a boxing fan. I cannot wait.
Hit the like button, beautiful spirits. Okay, DT3. Let's go back. Switch gears. We're back to Floyd Mayweather talk, what you were saying.
Right. Since you saying that he's not trying to take that shot, what is your argument? Since you say you do not agree with Floyd Mayweather not Floyd Mayweather taking a shot. You don't agree with that. You don't think he's taking anything from them. So what do you think? What is your argument against that?
Look, I don't think he's trying to take the fighter's shine. Floyd Mayweather is still in the gray area of boxer and promoter. And become a promoter, it still takes some time. You got to get your feet wet. Compare him to David Haye.
Okay.
Is that logical comparison?
Okay. Yeah.
David Haye's still not far from, and David Haye's still getting his feet wet as a promoter.
Okay.
Now, David Haye can't go back to boxing like Floyd Mayweather because he's further removed from boxing.
Well further removed.
But Mayweather isn't. And Mayweather, we know, stays in shape. He never lets himself get out of shape because he is narcissistic like that. Mayweather is narcissistic. I agree with you. We agree with people. I agree with a lot of people that he likes to shine on him. But I don't think he's the selfish type of dude to like to shine on him to overshadow his fighters. I think that's just him personally, what he probably still needs and what he's used to, but still being fresh out of boxing. And it takes a while for you to get over that shit. It takes a while for us to get over that shit. You know what I mean? Like Jordan, when he retired, using Michael Jordan as an example, he retired. They do interviews. He says, you know what I mean? I still look at these guys playing ball and say, like, I can still school 85% of them. Jordan says that. Because that's a competitive mentality. It's this competitive mentality that still wants him. And Floyd Mayweather is a competitor at the highest degree, equivalent to a Jordan in his sport. Gotcha. So it's the competitive mentality still in Floyd Mayweather that makes him still urge to want to do some shit like that. He still wants to maybe be in that limelight because it's hard once you've been in that shit for 10, 15, 20 years. It's hard. It's a drastic change. It's hard to let it go. So I don't think it's him consciously thinking, I don't want fighters to not outshine me. I think that's still something he's dealing with the transition of him being from a boxer to promoter. You know what I mean?
Do you think it's hard doing that transition for him? Or
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's hard as fuck. It's real hard. You know what I mean? It's tremendously hard. And also, he still is, in the same time, he knows the promoter game from being a fighter, but he don't know the promoter game from being a promoter only. So he's still learning that shit.
Right.
He wasn't the one like connecting and such with all those people, how to get this done and get that done.
Right.
It was still Al Heyman or whoever doing that shit. Mm-hmm. He was saying what he wanted, and Al Heyman was getting it done. Now he's the promoter, and fighters are saying to him what they want, and he has to get it done. At least have the verbiage and the lingo and the talking sense to know how to get it done. And I don't think Mayweather has got to that level yet. So he's still dependent on revenue coming from, to an extent, depending on revenue to come to through his way, promotions, and himself, through himself being a boxer. So he might have to resort to that every now and then to keep the revenue coming in until he gets his boxing sense, his promoter sense, his boxing promoter sense in gear, so he could do that alone. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I got you.
It makes sense.
Oh, we got Khalil Nebit. He says, I don't want to see Floyd. He's the Brett Favre of boxing. He needs to let it go. Well, I wouldn't say he needs to let it go because he hasn't shown no essence that he needs to let it go, because he's not finna fight no top boxer. He's not finna fight none of these young guns that's fighting out here. He's finna fight exhibition match. He's finna fight a fight that he's going to take as less damage as clinically possible. He's not going to fight a fight where he has the potential to get hurt anyway. He's not going to fight a fight where he has any chance of someone hurting him. It's not going to happen. He's not going to do that.
I don't believe so anyway. He's too smart for that. Mayweather is smart as shit, bro. He's smarter than we all give him credit for. That nigga is a genius in his shit.
Yep.
Real talk. I mean, and everything everybody say they don't like about Mayweather. I did a video way back. Say, look, boxers should be it was called, I think, Mayweather should be a role model for other boxers or some shit like that. Boxers should thank Mayweather for what he's done. And I hear on the positives and the negatives of Mayweather, and I'm like, yeah, we don't like that shit. I don't like that. And I did videos, I mean, like in the summertime, like, Mayweather, we don't want to hear about you showing all your
like I'd rather you be a promoter. Don't nobody want to really see you fight, bro. Don't nobody care about you really being out here fighting. You just trying to be out here.
No, what? Hey, a lot of motherfuckers really do though.
I don't want to see him. But he not gonna. I mean, I don't. I'm gonna keep real. I do not want to see a Mayweather Pacquiao too. I don't want to see it. I don't.
You don't. But the
I don't. I'm not paying for it. I'm not paying for it.
You don't.
I want to see it. Nope.
But a lot of motherfucking fans really do.
Well, y'all can pay for it. Y'all pay for it. I ain't paying for it.
I'm gonna pay for it.
You pay for it. I go to your house and watch.
And I that shit on WhatsApp.
Yeah, I go to your house and watch it, or whether you can WhatsApp at me or something, because I'm not paying for it. No, that's not going down. Not happening. T-Tone says he want to see Floyd Canelo too. Rematch is $1 billion fight.
It is. You know what? And Floyd beats his ass again. I did a video on that.
Really?
Yes, I did a video saying that. I did a video this summer. This summer.
No.
Yes.
No.
Floyd beats his ass easily.
No, negative.
Bro.
Negative.
He beat him too easily the first time.
That was the sharpest Floyd Mayweather you will ever see in life. You will never see Floyd sharp like that ever.
No,
you will never see
that wasn't the sharpest Floyd Mayweather ever.
Never.
No.
Never. Canelo hit too, bro. Canelo gonna hit Floyd with some woo.
That Floyd was sharper than the Floyd against fucking Corrales. That Floyd was sharper.
Yep.
That Floyd was. Get the fuck out of here.
No.
DT, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
We disagree. That Floyd was sharper than the Floyd against Gotti.
Okay, I would say with the Gotti, he was about neck and neck with the Gotti part because he was sharp for Gotti. He was sharp for Gotti.
That Floyd was sharper than the Floyd against Hatton.
Okay. Hatton, he was sharp. Okay.
Nigga, Floyd was in it. No. Pretty boy.
Floyd was sharp for Canelo, bro. He was sharp. He was sharp, bro.
He was seasoned.
I liked how he looked.
He was seasoned, bro. He was ridiculous. But it wasn't
nice,
he
bro.
Didn't have the speed.
That's my favorite Floyd right there. I like that. That's my favorite right there.
Yes, but that still wasn't the fastest Floyd Mayweather though.
I wouldn't say fast. I would just say
his hand speed decreased.
Everything.
His hand speed decreased at that. His punching power was same, but his hand speed decreased. That was a 37. That was a 37-year-old Floyd. Remember?
Okay. We got some arguments. Terrell Knox says Floyd versus Marquez was the sharpest.
That wasn't a Floyd versus. That wasn't a Canelo versus a 32-year-old Floyd versus Gotti and Diego Corrales and all the hell no. The nigga dismantled Diego Corrales and fucking Gotti fucking God.
I get what you're saying about that Floyd.
That was a God. Hey,
that's Pretty Boy. You talking about Pretty Boy now?
Yeah.
You talking about Pretty Boy now?
Why you Mayweather? But we saying Mayweather. We ain't talking about money
Pretty Boy,
Pretty Boy. We just saying Mayweather.
Pretty Boy threw punches. Money Mayweather didn't throw punches. He's a counter puncher. He's a defensive.
We just saying Mayweather.
Okay, but I'm just saying but that one was going for the kill. That's the Floyd that went for the kill.
That was the nigga that was surgical.
I get what you're saying though.
That motherfucker was surgical. He was surgical.
He was
for the kill. No,
I love Pretty Boy. I love me some Pretty Boy, man.
It wasn't for the kill.
I love Pretty Boy.
That motherfucker was surgical.
Yeah, I love me some Pretty Boy.
He was surgically. Man. It was a slow. No, it wasn't for the kill. That was a torture Mayweather. it wasn't for the kill.
Yeah.
It was like, I'm gonna torture you for as long as you allow me to, until somebody say no more. That nigga was surgical. Surgical.
I get you. Suleiman says he was the most sharper against De La Hoya. I don't agree with you, Sully. I mean, I feel that he was sharp.
Time.
He was sharp. He was.
That's all around the same time, though. That's around the same time.
I get you. He was sharp. He was nice.
That's around the same time.
Nice.
He was surgical because before the
1-2. Hey, time in 1-2. 1-2 time in, bro. I want to have you on, bro. We want to have you on. We want to have you on the show, bro. Please chime in. Man, anybody, for real. I mean, unrivaled, man. Time in, bro. We want you to time in, give your opinion, man. We talking about this.
Floyd,
man. What's going on?
The Floyd versus Gotti. Surgical.
Yeah.
Against Diego Corrales, a surgical. That motherfucker was surgical. Oh my God. That was man, that nigga wasn't even thinking about defense. He was, but it was 80% offense. He was getting off first, and he was hitting you with. Look, that motherfucker would hit you with 5-6 punch combinations before you even think about punching back. Literally. You saw that motherfucker.
I know.
It was surgical. I was like, God damn. It was like,
I know about Floyd.
The nigga was a massacre.
He ain't that dude no more. He had to trim that up, stop using his hands so much.
He got to that point where it was like, oh my God. It was past. The motherfucker, when he peaked, oh my God, that 135 motherfucker was like, oh shit, that nigga's scary. Then he said, I'm gonna move up. And that's what happened.
He went to 40 though. When he went to 40, I was like, whoa. I was like, that Floyd was nice.
That 135 motherfucker, because he got so surgical, he was so fucking vicious. He like, okay, I'll move up and beat any fucking body. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened. Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. He broke Diego Corrales down. Like, oh my God. When he broke Gotti down that way, though, oh my God. It was like nobody was believing what they were seeing. Nobody thought he would do that to Gotti, and Gotti never come back. Gotti never came back. I mean, never had a rally back or anything in that fight.
Do you know the check Gotti got for that?
What?
I don't know the check Gotti got for that, but I'm sure the check Gotti got for that fight was very nice.
Gotti was a motherfucker. You know what I mean? At that time.
Yeah, he was.
What we call it, the Blood and Guts Warrior. Gotti's nickname was the Blood and Guts Warrior. Rest in peace to Gotti. You know, that was his nickname, you remember?
But he knocked dude out, one fly boy. He knocked Ndugu out, bro. He knocked him out, Kujas.
Ndugu showed amazing heart in that fight, too.
Yeah, until he got knocked out.
Yeah, he came back, was fighting his fucking ass off. And Floyd was like, this motherfucker got some fight. Kept piecing his ass, though. I was like, God damn. Man, yep. Floyd was... Okay, we don't want to talk about Floyd too much. Oh, my God.
Okay, but I'm just saying, we can do this all day, bro. We can do this all night. We'll be all night with this, bro.
That Floyd, I was like young and watching this motherfucker like, this motherfucker is amazing. I'm like, this nigga's surgical. The way he was beating those motherfuckers like that in that phase right there in the 135 to 140, I was like, oh my God, this motherfucker is like, okay. I
like to walk my boy. 1-2 kid, man. What's going on? 1-2. How you feeling?
What's going on, man? How you doing, man?
What's up, brother?
How you doing? I just feel like Canelo's a different fighter. So to say if he was to come back, that would be. I don't think Floyd would take that fight at all, even for the money. I don't think so, man. I think Canelo.
Floyd would beat the cock snot out of him.
You're crazy, man. Because just think about it like this: Canelo can only get better, and Floyd can only get slower.
Canelo's only getting worse because he ain't looking like he's really competing in his matches.
Man, open your eyes and say it with your chest. That can't be real. I just said it
with my chest.
Open your eyes. Open your eyes and say it with your chest.
You open your eyes and look at those matches. Look at those matches. Does it look like it's any competitiveness? Does it look like he's getting any punches?
Nah, he's a smart dude,
Yeah,
but I'm
no,
saying,
exactly. Nah.
but he didn't
Thank
look,
you, nah.
he didn't. But what he looked
Fuck
like in
outta
his
here
last
with
two
that.
fights, he didn't look all that fantastic against mediocre competition, man. But Floyd's on a downslide, man, and he don't need to
Look, you
even
know
be
what?
fighting.
Do you think
He did
Floyd?
everything he had to do.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think if Floyd would get hit that much by Amir Khan before he knock him out?
Yeah, I think Floyd would get touched by Amir Khan. Yeah, I do.
That much?
What do you mean that much? I don't know. I don't know
Exactly.
that that style is.
As much as Canelo's getting beat down by Amir Khan before he knocked him out. He lost every round until the knockout. Do you think that would have happened to Floyd?
I think Floyd would have got touched, but not that much. No, not at all.
Exactly.
He's a smaller fighter.
He don't give a fuck about smaller. We talking
But
about
yo,
147.
Canelo got way more experience now, and he been in there with some super elite fighters.
He's
after
still a
that
gump.
fight.
That's what I'm saying. That's where I'm at.
He
That's
came
where I'm
up,
at.
man.
He's
He
still a
came
gump.
up.
He's still a gump.
You crazy, man. You
Like,
crazy.
Canelo
With
is
all
a different
respect to you, all
dude now.
respect to you.
Yeah, I got you.
No.
He a gump. He a gump.
No. What do you think, Mark? Do you think if Floyd Mayweather were to come back and move up to possibly 150, if Canelo was to actually make 154 to fight Floyd Mayweather,
Canelo can't
again,
make 154. I'm not entertaining that. Canelo can't make 154 anymore.
Yeah, and I agree with him.
He can't make it. If they were to fight each other, it would have to be at 160. Floyd's never fought there. That'd be the lowest weight Canelo can make.
And Floyd's not going there.
Exactly. But if they fought, hypothetically, at 160, Canelo starches him. He takes his head off.
No, he don't.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, bruh. Hold on a sec. Canelo just knocked out Sergey Kovalev.
No, shit. Go ahead. I love
Canelo just knocked out Sergey Kovalev.
Hey, Mark, I'm a good fan of you. I watch your channel. I'll fuck with you. It's just all banter, bro. Go and do your thing.
Canelo just knocked out Kovalev, man. Like this, that's fucking scary shit.
What?
He just moved up to 175. He knocked out a two-time unified heavyweight champion, light heavyweight champion.
What?
And Floyd's been inactive for 5 years. 4 years.
What?
Yeah. Exactly. What? All right. So with that being said, I'm gonna move on. I'm glad my boy Mark is on.
Hey, Mark. Canelo couldn't knock out my grandma.
Has she got a chin?
She must got a chin.
Canelo couldn't knock out my grandmother. He knocking out Glass Joe. Hey, let's bring Glass Joe from Mike Tyson Punch-Out and put him against Canelo. He'll knock him out.
He already did. Did you not see how Khan went down?
Yeah.
So that's a Glass Joe of boxing. Amir Khan, there you go. Why are you knocking on your fellow European brother?
Oh, because he's got a glass chin.
All right, well, now moving on. I wanted to make this statement. I'm glad my boy Mark just slid on because he was somebody that actually made me think of this, and I looked it up.
Whiskey Scotch.
And I want to go as bold as to say, and I'm sure Mark may not agree with me, or he may agree with me, but I believe that Deontay Wilder is the modern day Max Baer. Anybody agree or disagree with that? I think Deontay Wilder is the modern day Max Baer.
Can you give me a reason why?
Max Baer is better than Deontay Wilder.
The reason why I say that is because I watched the highlights and I watched a couple of his fights, and the way he's knocked down a few cats with just the straight right hand, just the cold, just boom, and just drop food. I saw him do it, and that reminded me of how Deontay Wilder drops food. It's like it's not what Deontay Wilder is doing, ladies and gentlemen, is not new. It's not something that is not been done before. There is a man that has done that, and that man's name is Max Baer, and I'm sure Mark knows somebody that's done that aside from him as well. But the person I've seen do it aside from Deontay Wilder is Max Baer. Max Baer could catch you with that right hand and it's good night nurse. And he's
especially
even the man in the
somebody
ring.
like Gerald Washington.
I watched his highlights, but still, I think Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder is the modern day Max Baer.
No disagreements. No disagreements.
Let me ask you this question. Let me pose this. So, agree or disagree? Is Luis Ortiz and Tyson Fury the two toughest opponents of Deontay Wilder?
Yes.
You said who?
Of course.
Of course. Okay. Now here's the next thing. Did Luis Ortiz or Tyson Fury get counted out on their back?
No.
Nope.
Exactly. Fucking exactly. So how
Okay.
powerful is Deontay Wilder?
When it comes to elite fighters, is that what you're saying?
No, period. You answered. I'm gonna get a fucking drink.
Oh damn! It's gonna be a long night, fellas. I'm just gonna let y'all know. Just let y'all know it's
No,
gonna be a long.
look. How come neither one of those fighters got counted out? They were TKOs, not KOs. That's to add more context to the question.
Because they got up.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's basically
But
saying Wilder.
I would have stopped that Ortiz fight though, man. You seen his eyes? It looked like Ortiz looked like he was hitting that life alert button, man.
When Ortiz is old. Ortiz is like, if you look at it, Ortiz was that old dude that could fight. You know, that old man that you don't mess with his daughter, still beat your ass type shit.
Yep.
But at the same time, if you a young dude and you strong enough and you catch up good, it's over for him. Like that's all it's gonna take. That's pretty much what it was.
That's what Gambo and Tank is right now. When that fight go down, it's the same thing.
It's crazy, bro. Like,
yo, it's like exactly the same thing. They're from the same country. They're probably the same age. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? Probably Gambo and Ortiz, man.
Oh,
like
that's
you
why I said that. We said that early on. We said that.
Yeah, you could probably find carvings of them motherfuckers someplace in Egypt. That's you don't know, man. Them boys, you don't know how old them Cubans are, man. You just can't judge how old they are.
Because black don't crack.
Black don't crack.
Black. Shout out to the UGC, man. What's going on, Black?
Black horseman in the building.
You know it is, baby.
What's up, bro? Who is it? Ron Boy Fresh didn't stop by. What's up, Ron Boy?
Ron Boy.
I ain't seen Ron Boy in God knows
what up, Slim?
how long.
Hey, Slim.
Okay, just for tonight, we only gonna allow just these cats because these 5 are actually
Ron Boy. Come on in, man. Ron Boy, come on in on the next joint.
All right, so it's just we're gonna stop it at 5. We're not gonna have 6 on the panel.
Boy,
we're only gonna have Black at 5. All right, so we finna have Black Horseman on with my boy Mark and 1-2 Kid, and that's it. No one's gonna be able to come on aside from these 5 unless one of these guys want to step down and somebody else comes on. So we finna add my boy Black Horseman, man. What's going on, bro?
What up, homie? And I'll step down if I need to if a nigga want that work.
What?
It's good, bro. Mark stepped down. What's going on, bro? What's happening? DT-Magnus, bro. Happy to have you on, bro.
Shout out to
Ron Boy Fresh, come on up whenever you get a chance, man. Come in and fucking talk. Please.
Black Horseman in the building. What's going on, fella?
Yeah. What's cracking?
What's up?
What's cracking, baby?
What's up?
Shout out to y'all.
What you thinking about? What you say?
I said I got it lit tonight. What's your question?
What you think about Gervonta versus Gamboa? What you think about that? We was comparing Gervonta and Gamboa versus Wilder and Ortiz. You know, two young cats fighting 2 older dudes. You know, pretty much. You know, we looking at Ortiz like the OG. They got the daughter that you don't mess with because he'll whoop your ass. But at the same time,
granddaughter.
You know what I'm saying? He'll bust your shit. You know what I'm saying? If you strong enough to catch him one good time, you'll put him on his ass. And 1-2 basically said it's the same thing with Gamboa. What you think, bro? What you think about it?
Well, besides that Ortiz loss, Luis Ortiz, them old niggas been taking straps this year, man. And the Kovalev got his ass whooped by Canelo. So, but old niggas been having some success this year. So I got to keep it 100. I saw the face off. Then nigga ain't backing down. I see that. He ain't Gamboa ain't gonna back down. He gonna bring it to Gervonta. He might walk into something though hot.
I agree.
I think it's gonna be a competitive little fight, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it is too, but I agree with you. I think Gamboa gonna bring it to him, and I think, like I said, Gervonta is actually gonna have to show some skill. His power is not gonna be enough to get him through. So I'm gonna ask y'all this real question: do y'all think Gervonta hit harder than Terrence Crawford?
Fuck
Gervonta, nah, fam.
Okay, so since with that being said, you think he's gonna be able to take Gervonta's punches a lot different than everybody else? Because my boy Myron got him going 12 rounds. I think Gervonta actually gonna.
Well, this is gonna be interesting, DT, because these are two southpaws, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
And I don't know.
No. I
think that boy is southpaw.
Huh?
I think that boy is southpaw.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't want to make him sound casual and shit for saying that, but I think he is.
It's all right.
No, I ain't casual. What are you trying to say, Tim W? Get the hell out.
Ain't casual, bro. What
Sometimes you
check his weight, bro. Check if he's right-handed or left-handed, bro. Check it on Box Rec or something.
Yeah, y'all check that out.
Hey, as soon as I get them, I research it. Go
yeah,
ahead.
I'm pretty sure he's a southpaw.
Tim W is.
I think that boy is southpaw, bro.
No, hey, it's all gravy. Just keep on with the conversation. It's all gravy. I'm not hurt.
But I think Gamboa he's gonna take the fight to him. But I do think what it's gonna be is Gamboa gonna get caught with a shot he don't see. I think anything that Gervonta throw that Gamboa ready for, he gonna eat that shit.
Has Tank for the southpaw
yet? Gamboa get aggressive and come in on some overly aggressive shit, Gervonta gonna catch him with something.
Okay, I don't know, man. I can't agree with y'all. I can't. I think Tank gonna clean his clock, and I think he's gonna clean it early. Just because I think
I can see Tank getting caught with something though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, after that Crawford fight, man, Gamboa never looked the same to me.
Yeah,
he never looked the same.
The question is, has he fought anybody?
I didn't really watch him after that, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying. And they sparred, so it's a setup.
You know, once 50 roast you, it's pretty much a wrap.
Question. Has he fought anybody quite the same as Crawford to motivate him since that?
Nah, but he took some ass whoopings in the process.
Come on now, that's Crawford, bro. And you can't fight nobody on that level.
He did take one more loss.
That was Crawford's come up. Well, nah, he should have took more. I seen him in a fight that he should have lost live.
Which fight was that?
I don't even know the dude. That's how bad it was. I don't even know the dude, but he fought him.
Oh, so he orthodox. Okay.
Oh, he is orthodox.
Oh,
well, that's what WG saying.
So I'm not the casual here.
Okay. Anyway.
No. Hold up, DT3. Retract your statement, bro.
Which statement?
What?
Retract what statement?
He said I'm not. No, earlier he said I don't want to make my boy feel like he a casual, but yeah, he's a southpaw. Retract your statement, please.
Well, he's not a casual.
No, he's talking about me.
Who said that about you?
You did.
Nah, fam. I said I don't want to sound like a casual by saying he's a southpaw.
I thought you said my bad.
Because it's kind of an assumption you make because he's Cuban, and most Cubans are southpaws. That's how they train.
I've seen fight where it's southpaw. I ain't gonna flex.
That's crazy. 1-2 kid that we automatically just assume the nigga was southpaw because he's Cuban.
Yeah. We just straight up stereotype.
There's a lot of southpaw Cubans, man. That's champs or former.
That's how they train them in the Olympics.
Right.
And you know what? They may shit. Y'all just brought up another question. Then, do they train them to be that way at a young age so they can have an advantage in the Olympics?
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what they do.
Because I think like that. I think out of the box.
Didn't he place a medal in the Olympics?
He's a gold medalist.
Gold medalist, right?
Goddamn boxing finesse, I'm drunk.
Nigga. He said on Yahshua and them, nigga.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, he's a gold medalist in the Olympics, bro.
Hey, DT, you think that's gonna happen? You think your boy gonna make a good comeback?
We gonna see, bro. My nigga training hard.
My nigga, like it's on him. My nigga DT, like it's on that nigga though.
It's on him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't in the gym with him. But it's in the camp, you know what I'm saying, to the day. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
I want to ask you DT3 and DT-Magnus, right?
Myron Magnus. Yeah.
That's Myron
All right,
Magnus.
Myron. Do y'all think that this might be the last year for Derrick James as trainer for Jamel and Errol Spence? I might be off topic, but I just got that question for y'all. With all the stuff that's been going on, Jamel already took a loss. This is a huge fight for him. Errol Spence was in a tough fight with Porter in the fight. A lot of people felt Porter won. And then he's been in his accident, and a lot of people don't feel like, as a trainer, this dude really cares and really been there for them.
Look. I'm raw tonight, right? I'm raw tonight. And look, fuck with anybody's feelings or anything. I show my face because I can handle whatever comes to me. You know what, brother? The answer to your question is yes. Maybe this is it. Maybe should be. You know why? Do you know why though? Because I can barely understand that motherfucker in the interviews. So I'm pretty 100% sure Spence, Charlo, whoever can barely understand that motherfucker in the corner. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck what you think. You know what I'm saying? It's raw tonight. Look, I can barely understand that motherfucker in the interviews. He be mumbling like shit. So in a corner, I can imagine in a high fucking potent fight with your lines depending on it. This motherfucker like
hey, Myron, you know this nigga told Jamel do the EJ on him.
I'm fucked up for saying that. Look, I'm fucked up. Hey, y'all, I'm fucked up for saying that, but I'm being 100% honest. Look, you got to be legible in order to be a trainer. You got to be understandable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, tell that nigga pronounce your shit, bro. Pronounce that shit.
There you go, baby. Okay, I'm not the only one.
I think if he loses to Harrison, they gonna get
Myron, this nigga said in the interview, you know, I haven't seen or heard from Errol Spence, but I'm sure he's all right. That nigga said, I have not seen or heard from him, but I'm sure he's all right.
Yo,
said
bro.
that Jamel or Jamal?
Hey, bro.
No, Derrick James, nigga, DJ.
Oh,
he said no, Derrick James. Look, y'all.
Hey, I don't think I want him as my trainer if he don't know how I'm doing, and I was just in a car accident.
This man said,
"You're not gonna see this raw for me.
I'm sure he's all right."
See this raw for me.
Be twisted up like a pretzel, and he talking about Errol all right. You ain't even seen or heard from him.
And you his trainer. I'm gonna know what happened to my fighter. If it's a fighter I'm training and something, I'm gonna know. I'm gonna know.
Right. I don't know, man. I kind of felt like something was wrong as soon as Jamel got off stage and did that interview talking about he ain't know if dude was on his side or not. Like if you don't know that, then there's got to be issues going on. If my trainer,
but the matter is, bro, Al Hammond and Floyd Mayweather don't like the Charlos on the under. They don't like them. They don't like them.
How you know that for sure?
Hey, Bruce Vane put up a good.
Why you say that? Hold up. Why do you say that, DT3?
Go ahead, DT. I mean, yeah.
Well, because
when you say something like that, you need to
elaborate.
No, I can back him up on it though, low key.
But
after his,
I talked to I ain't gonna lie, he don't even mind. I'm gonna put my boy because he don't mind me giving him out like that. My other dude, not. But my boy, Gun Rights Mafia, he's in Vegas. You feel me? Here. So he put me up on game about what's going on with the Mayweathers and all that type of shit. So when he let me know that Floyd Mayweather and Al Hammond, they really don't rock with the Charlos like that. They really don't rock with them.
Yeah,
they don't rock with them like that. Just because of their mannerisms and how they conduct their business.
I mean, did y'all see Bruce video when he broke? Did y'all see Bruce Fame video?
Which one?
He showed how the media was giving all the attention to Erickson Lubin.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like it was just basically kind of showing in, like media was really
They was giving him all the attention. They wasn't talking about me. I'm supposed to be the champ.
Right, he was emotional about that.
Who's doing that? Who was doing that?
Yeah, swinging.
Who was doing that? Who was doing that? I didn't see it.
Jamel Charlo.
I didn't see that. Who was doing that?
Jamel Charlo.
Oh my God.
When he was fighting, after he knocked out Erickson Lubin.
Really?
Lions only.
as a whole, man, how did they fuck that up? You got 2 twin champions. That should be a promoter's dream. Like, how did they fuck that up, man? You know, fucking.
You know why? You know
I don't
why?
know, bro. Hey, I can tell you,
why?
as soon as them niggas dyed their hair, it was a wrap.
You know what? You know why? Motherfuckers are lazy.
The PBC side, yeah.
Yeah, they're lazy, bro.
That whole side of it.
Don't try to make up no fucking other fucking bullshit excuses and or fuck up, throw your mind in a quagmire to understand why they did it. The niggas are fucking lazy.
Regular said they did it by being cornballs.
They're fucking lazy, bro. They're lazy, Slim.
Cornball promotions, nigga, on deck.
You know what I mean? Promoters, they some of them have getting caught up in the social media. Think social media is going to do everything for them. No, it's not. You still have to do your part.
Yeah, as a promoter, you got that right.
Exactly, bro. You got to do your part to fuel social media, and more importantly, fuel mainstream media. Because still, mainstream media serves an important part. Don't act like we still at social media.
Crying in the car promotion.
Our mind and our fantasy theories still think that.
Yo, what's good, man? Appreciate for having me on DT3.
Ah, shit.
Hold up.
Let me get an aspirin.
Yeah, some more.
It's still mainstream media, and mainstream media still have a lock hold.
Yeah, DT, I think.
Mainstream media still have a lock hold on. Now, or should I say, begin a lock hold on social media because of the net neutrality law. Once net neutrality kicks in, that means you have the money now to buy specific avenues, and those who you want get the faster streams and faster to the views, the algorithms and all of that. They have the money to buy all them shits up. So once net neutrality law kicked in, okay, listen to me. Once net neutrality law really kicked in, that was already dead for the common YouTuber, unless you already had your subscription base built up. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you had your subscription base, at least a good 50,000.
Well, this is over a lot of people's heads because they're not partners on YouTube like that. But I feel you because I've been there.
Unless you got a 50,000 to 100,000 built up strong, as far as your YouTube base, you was good. But if you was like any of the newcomers coming in are dictated by them. We were being dictated by them, whether you realize it or not. So once net neutrality kicks in, net neutrality, look up the law, is net neutrality. It neutralized us as the common people who's making just regular videos. It neutralized us. That's what it did. Net neutrality.
Hey, bro, but that's a mainstream media now that's pushing that.
Say what, brother?
He's 21.
I'm saying
you gotta excuse him.
That's a mainstream media that's pushing that shit, right?
Mainstream media brought up. Mainstream media, once net neutrality kicked in, mainstream media brought up all the algorithms and lines, bro. That's what I'm telling you. So if you will see your videos, if it's talking about a particular person, they're not getting many views, but it's talking about another person, it getting a lot of views. That's telling you that net neutrality is controlling your videos. Do you understand what I'm getting? We all understand that if you talk about this person and that person, you ain't getting a lot of views. But if you talk about this person or that person, you're getting more views than 4 or 5 times more views than talking about this person. That means net neutrality is in work.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Does it make sense to you now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got Gamboa getting knocked out.
What round, DT?
Everybody agree Gamboa going to sleep. So
I don't
that's
agree.
basically what
I'm not saying.
I think it's going to 12-round fight.
Yo, but DT3, are you saying it like in a sarcastic way? Because if we think about it, Gamboa is a good name for a tank, man.
No,
it is a good name. It's a name for Tank, but I feel this is how I feel like this. I never felt Gamboa fighting Tank was a bad fight for Tank. What I hated on with that was, how can y'all say that Gamboa is a name for Tank at 37, but Gamboa wasn't a name for Crawford and Tank's prime?
Man, talk your shit,
Oh,
bro.
I get that point of view, but I get that point of view, what you're saying. But Gamboa is a good name overall for Tank or for Bud Crawford.
No. But
Yeah,
but
That's
Gamboa is
old
not
work,
the same
nigga.
Gamboa.
That's 135
Gamboa
work,
was
nigga. Wasn't it?
undefeated when he fought Crawford. What you
No,
talking
that's why
about?
I'm giving Crawford credit, just like I'm gonna give Tank credit.
Yeah, but it ain't the same Gamboa.
That nigga Crawford threw Gamboa all the way off the mountain, nigga. Just all the way off the shit. Get up off here.
I understand what you're saying. He's past the prime, but still,
Well,
I
I
still
don't agree
think it's
with.
a good fight.
I don't think it's a great fight for the simple fact that I think that Tank Davis. I used to say this back in the days. I'm like, he needs more buttering up. He don't need to fight Lomachenko yet because that's just bad business for him. They gotta let him grow and learn a little more and be
Bad
sharp.
for your health,
Now,
man.
but now, how much buttering up you need, man?
No, but let's look at the positive, man. Tank is opening up a new market. We have to look at that perspective also.
Oh,
they want Tank to be a star. He don't.
Yeah, he's a rock star, right? Ain't that what they call him?
Already that, so
he's a star. He's at the football and basketball game.
Watch out for those transgenders.
He like the president.
This nigga Tank moves up, and then they say the 135 pounders need him. What you talking about, bro?
Yep.
What you talking about?
I low-key agree with that because he's a money man right now.
Yeah, we know you agree with that. We know that.
How much you getting paid to fight Tank? How much they getting paid to fight Tank? How much is people getting paid to? If Tank is the money man, let's do okay. If he the money man, who getting paid more to fight? Who you gonna get paid more to fight, Tank or Loma?
Good question. Good question.
Right.
Who get paid more to fight? If you were to fight Tank or Loma, who you gonna fight? You gonna make the most money fight? Tank or Loma?
Exactly,
right now.
Red Glove.
Hefe.
Probably Tank, I think.
Oh,
but I can't really tell you.
You smoking wet.
No, bro, because if you think about it, like when people fight Loma, how much are they getting paid?
Listen, so you saying that he's the cash cow at 135 right now?
I think he is. Or he is becoming on his way.
He's the cash cow at 135 right now.
Okay, so that's what you feel, right? You think he's the cash cow? Do you think he deserves it?
How is he proving that he's the cash cow at 135? Like
because
DT
everyone's
asked,
calling them
what
out.
are these guys making? What are they making to face Tank?
Ryan or Tank? Who's selling out more venues, Ryan or Tank?
Tank.
Oh man.
Tank sold out Baltimore. He sold out LA. He's about to sell out Atlanta.
You mean he sold out Baltimore, the whole city, or just an arena? Which arena?
No, the arena. You know what I'm saying, man.
Okay, which arena, bro?
I don't know the name of the arena, but it was like a 10,000 people arena, man. So
10,000 people is what he did.
Yeah, and Ryan Garcia hasn't been a main card in a big place.
Hey, bro, my man. Perception is reality. Perception is reality. I understand what you're saying, and
the other see this body back,
but they're promoting Tank constantly on promotion to be that man. You can hear it out of Little LB's mouths all the time. He said it. Tank's going to be the biggest star in boxing. So perception is reality. So even though I hear both of what you're saying, but they're all trying to build up Tank to be that motherfucking man. That's all I'm saying.
I feel like you do the star building before you become a champ. You don't become a champ and then you want to act like, well, we got some star building to do. Now you should have did that already.
I agree with you 100% though. No, dude, I agree with you 100% what you just said.
Okay, Martin Ramos said Tank don't sell more than Ryan. Anybody want to make that?
Well, let's look at the numbers.
Because
when was the last time
one
Ryan
point
Garcia
that you did make, El Jefe, was you said that he's never been a headliner. He's never been a headliner for an event. So
he has been for smaller venues. He sold out Indio, California, which is like a 3,000 people.
Bro, really? Indio, fam?
No,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Biggest Tank. And that's going to be the clash in the future that they're going to build to make.
This nigga said Indio, California.
They're going to no Ryan Garcia and Tank is the clash they're going to make. They're going to build up to hopefully be the 1 million pay-per-view sales in the future for pay-per-view.
What for 1 million for who?
Yeah, because of Ryan Garcia's following on.
Oh, you said for Ryan? Oh,
No,
you talking about Tank? I'm about to say hell to the
Ryan
night
versus Tank. They're gonna build that up.
I don't know about that million though, but he.
No,
I mean,
no, it would do it because
think of all the casuals it would draw.
Hey,
Think
bro,
of all the
but
casuals it would
what
draw.
you guys are missing is the fan base that
if
Tank
you fight
is
one of them
attracting,
YouTube
bro.
cats on his own, it'll do
fan
numbers.
base that Tank has, plus the fan base that Ryan Garcia has, they can do 1 million. And that's what they're building up to. Tank said that in an interview.
Mexican.
Tank said it in
Yeah,
an
bro,
interview.
but Tank is bringing something bigger, bro. He's bringing a whole hip hop culture back to
get
boxing.
that bracelet community out of here, shit, nigga.
Hold on,
Get that out of here.
Tank is bigger than what?
That's what all
He bringing that. He talking about he bringing the anklet community and shit.
He bringing
the hip hop community, man.
Community. Yo, this dude got a PBC card.
Ryan Garcia.
Choker chain community.
He's gonna be bringing that shit. It's gonna be a Spanish version.
Yeah, but does
gonna wear
Ryan
the
Garcia
sombrero.
hang out like with all these new rappers like Tank does? That's what I'm
Iced
saying.
out sombrero, nigga.
Oh man.
You know, LA, I'll tell you something. I'm gonna tell you a secret. You know, when I talk about certain people or the PBC, when I say I have one Mexican fan that debates me, you're the one Mexican dude. You're like the one that goes against the grain when I talk about Wilder. You're the one Mexican, bro. So hats off to you.
No, bro, I like Ryan Garcia also, but let's talk facts. Right now,
he's not PBC, so he ain't gonna give him the credit. He ain't PBC, so.
I'm saying Ryan Garcia is on his way to becoming a star because Ryan Garcia is also bringing another demographic to the sport, which is women. So those two.
You got a good point. Good point. Tank too, but you got a good point.
Tank ain't bringing us.
Have you seen Tank's Twitter?
They're boosting
Twitter.
They're boosting.
I can hear you, man. DT3.
He said, "Have you seen Tank's Twitter?" I think.
Yeah, he's always active. Yeah.
It ain't nothing but females on his Twitter. Every time he tweets something, it's females. It's more females than
who.
Yeah, but they're not buying. They're not gonna be buying no pay-per-views for this nigga.
Who, Tank?
Yep.
They're not gonna be.
They won't be buying the pay-per-view. But understand the women influence on the men. It's about the
facts.
It's about the dynamic nature of men and women. So if women are going to do that, then men are going to buy the pay-per-view if it's going to bring women there.
And like Tupac said, man, make song about the women and the guys will
Come on, man. You know how we do it, baby. You know how we do
the
it.
women. But what I'm trying to say is, like,
This
man,
nigga gonna come out to another Thriller song and
is this
shit
what
with
we
a
really
new
talking
outfit.
about, man? Is this what
It's gonna be
boxing
a rap.
become? Like Twitter feeds and shit like that? Like, shit.
Yep.
Sorry to say it, man, but it is.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't even about who you fight no more, man. That's crazy.
Nope.
I'm telling you, this new generation of fans.
Way.
Yeah, and you riding with it, El Jefe, huh? It's your way.
Right.
You riding with it.
He's 21, so this is his era.
It's his time, man. I get it.
Yeah, so I'm giving Black some free game, man. So listen up, Black.
Man, go inject yourself with something, nigga. Get up out of here, bro.
I don't agree with none of this, but that's how they doing it. You know, they got like Perez said, they got this Logan Paul shit going on and this love and hip hop shit going on, bro. I don't feel none of this, bro.
What's up with boxing, Ruiz and Joshua?
I'm going with Joshua.
Joshua, man. Team AJ over here.
I got Ruiz.
Ruiz too moist, man. Ruiz too moist to be champ.
California.
How's Ruiz too moist, man? What are you talking about?
Man, he got these little moist chihuahuas and shit out here with these brand new choker chains and shit. Get up out of here.
Where?
He from East LA though.
No, what did he say though? What did you say, bro?
No, I said, how is it too moist? How is Andy Ruiz too moist? I asked Black.
Yeah, man, he was sweating and shit, looking like a powdered donut on the Zone interview and shit. Get up out of here, bro. This dude, he can't do no interviews. He's not the right representation to me as a champ. Like, I don't want to see
Hey, bro, but he could fight, man. You got to give him that.
Soggy
Oh, but
biscuit,
I thought you
Church's
said it
chicken
wasn't.
biscuit.
I thought you just said it wasn't about fighting. It's about Twitter.
No, I didn't say that. You're putting words
Yeah,
in my
you
mouth,
just
man.
said that. You just said that. That's what it is.
I didn't say
Social media.
that.
What did you say
I
then?
said
I said it's part of boxing now.
Oh.
Of course, you still have to be able to
He
fight,
21.
man.
He gonna be schooling us on boxing though. That's his thing. Go ahead, Jefe.
No, because I've seen some moist dudes out here that know how to fight, man. So we can't really say that.
That's El Jefe. That's El Jefe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he gonna change his name
shit,
next
El
week,
Jefe.
but that's what it is
You know,
right
El
now.
Jefe, you used to start a shit. I've been watching you on a lot of motherfucking podcasts. I'm telling you directly, and you be starting a lot of shit. You be an antagonizer. You know what I mean? But
Nah, man. I
Hey,
just
but
say
the
my
thing about
opinion.
him, the thing about him, he'll actually hit the link though.
El Jefe. I'll watch you. You are antagonizer like that dude is an antagonizer.
Hey, man, I'm giving you guys free content, man.
Go ahead, let it go, El Jefe. Let it go, man. Don't hold it,
bro.
Let it go.
No, but most of the time, I say what I believe, man, which is
say what you
facts.
believe right now. Say it all,
which is facts. I say what
No,
I believe.
I said Ruiz is gonna beat Joshua again. Joshua's chin, and I don't think he's mentally ready for Ruiz's pressure.
Hey, let's make sure DT. Hey, hold up. Let's make sure DT3. We ain't holding him up. We'll make sure. Cause that nigga do got life. So, all right.
Now I'd have been flashed on everybody by now.
I'm about to say. This nigga gonna flip the switch and go hood on us with the hoodie on.
I just watched the perimeter, you know what I'm saying? I gotta watch the plane, you know what I'm saying?
El Jefe. But where you from, El Jefe?
Texas, man.
214, bro.
Oh, you from Texas? Okay.
Same area as our TBA. He's just a
I'm gonna tell you straight up. I support Texas and Mexican fighters, but I'm not biased, man. I just support them.
You are, fam. You are biased.
Nah, man.
You are PBC biased. You're gonna protect any PBC fighter. That's your thing.
Nah, how could I be a PBC fan if my favorite fighter is Canelo, man? How is that possible?
Okay. You just said Mexican bias and PBC bias. That's what I'm telling you.
No. I said Texas.
Okay, and Texas too. So
Canelo
you got Texas, PBC, and Mexico. Salute.
Hold on, Ness. Hold up. Let's holler at my boy Ness. Ness got some input. Where it go? Did it click on it? There. Nope, wrong shit. There we go.
Peace, right, love.
AJ looked fast and sharp. Saw him training.
Vanessa is in the house.
Uppers. He was throwing.
Nah, he is, bro.
Him slimming down made a big difference. Boxing Vanessa was with him. He had him film. He actually looking at dude. You know, Ness is out there.
Yeah. Shout out to Finesse. Yeah.
And at least
with the exclusive.
Yeah, but to tell you the truth, AJ's looking scary out here, man. Like low key, like I want Ruiz to win, but I wouldn't be surprised if AJ wins.
Hey, yo, bro. Hey, truthfully, from my perspective, this is I'm gonna say right now.
What about to be heated?
50-50 fight. But I'm leaning a little bit towards Joshua, but I'm gonna say 50-50 fight for you, Hefe.
That's how I feel too, because I mean you could see that Anthony Joshua making the moves to drop some of that muscle that he should have been doing years ago. Because he got such stamina issues, man. He needed to do that shit a while ago.
Hey, bro, but I wonder if that's gonna affect his chin, man. Losing all that weight.
Nah.
If anything, it might affect Ruiz for dropping that weight. His punch resistance might.
Nah, man, I seen pictures of Ruiz. Ruiz is not slim, man.
So it'll
come in about 258.
He's what?
He's not slim. I saw some pictures today.
Oh, okay. So I thought he slimmed down. What are they altering pictures now?
Gonna come in,
I think they are.
He's gonna come in about 258, give or take this fight. Around 258. That's where he's gonna come in at. I guarantee you.
I'd agree.
I get 258, give or take 2 pounds. I'll put money on anybody right now. Who want to take the bet? Or
Black, you want to take the bet?
Oh, my bad. Which bet?
He said Ruiz gonna come in at 250.
58, give or take.
You betting on the weight? On what weight he gonna come in at?
Exactly.
Nah, I'm good. I don't care what weight he come in at. I just hope he lose. He could be 280. All I care. Hope he just
Hey,
get
yo,
dropped.
Black.
What's up?
Leonard Ellerby's nose is on your neck, man, in the comments.
Oh, shout out to him. Hit the like button, nigga. Nigga, hit the like button. Thank you for your watch time. Shout out to the NBBC.
Hit that like button.
Niggas be thinking we caring. Like, we appreciate y'all watch time. You know,
there you go.
Choose a thumb on the way out.
Oh, man, but I have much respect and support the UGC, man, and the NBBC, man, because it lets fans talk our mind on here, man. That's what I appreciate.
Appreciate y'all coming on here.
Yeah, we got it. You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to the 21-year-old, always willing to hit the link.
Yeah, he ain't scary. No, he ain't never scary.
It's when
and I also want to give a shout out to my boy Jamal, also, man. Shout him out real quick.
Shout him out, baby.
Jamal, huh? We gotta come up with a new nickname. Speaking my sports talk, I already gave him a nickname though.
Who, J-Dub?
Yeah, J-Dub. That's what we call him, J-Dub.
Yeah.
There you go.
That also pushed the algorithms to people that actually will like our videos and our content. So all y'all that dislike the video, it just help us get to the people that want to see our shit. FYI.
Hit the like button.
Yeah, just choose a thumb. Nigga, just pick one.
Hit them both.
It don't matter which one. It don't matter which one.
Hit them both, beautiful spirits.
Just say hit them both at the same time and shit. Double pound.
Hit them both.
Double smash them shits, bro. This nigga.
Hey, what I want to know.
Lovers and haters, hit them both.
I say the summer of next year.
How do you think he gonna look? He looking hella beat up. He don't look like a bunch of just scrapes and bruises and shit. He look like somebody whipped his ass. Like
hey, so
hey,
DT3. So if Ruiz just gets stretched in there, you think it's a wrap for him? They gonna just forget this nigga was ever champ. Like, get up out of here. Don't ever come to Mexico. Give me my sombrero back.
Yep. After 6 months. Yep.
Nah, man, the fans have his back, man.
You know why? Because he ain't had no. If he lose, that means he ain't had no successful defensives yet.
Yeah, right. You gotta get a defense.
I'm almost positive, even if he get his head knocked off, Wilder's still gonna fight him.
He gonna fight niggas that's already been beat or niggas.
You know why? Because he's a name now.
Oh,
I think they're gonna do it.
Heavyweight champion of the world.
I think they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it just to say, look how Wilder did it.
Yeah, and he be the ex-world champion. That's gonna be.
Yep.
The former unified champion of the world.
Exactly.
They're gonna be pushing it.
That's gonna be the narrative. Shout out to DT catching that narrative. They about to push already.
They sure are. Yep.
Wilder's about to take on the former unified champion of the world.
Yep. El Jefe, go tell Fox and L that we know what they up to.
The first Mexican champ ever. Yep. Even though the nigga really from Cali, but you know they push that.
This nigga
is Chicano, my friend.
Yeah, but win or lose is still a big money fight, man. So I wouldn't mind seeing it.
And they're gonna fight for that.
Now it's about the money now, huh?
No. You know what they're gonna do? It's gonna be for the PBC belt.
PBC unification. WBC, PBC.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right,
that's the unification.
Good point.
And the Israelite WBC new strap on the side of that shit.
I cannot. No. This is what boxing has come to. All the forefathers of boxing is flipping in their grave right now. Pissed the hell off. Like, what the hell?
I mean, hey, this nigga Riddick Bowe trying to come back. Like, man, this some bullshit.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, did you guys see the video where? Did you guys see the video where Foreman was hating on Wilder, man?
Nah, he wasn't hating, bro. That's just his opinion, fam.
No, what was the video? Hey,
he's pushing narratives, man.
Narratives, bro. Here you come.
Yeah.
No, just on YouTube, put TMZ George Foreman, and it's the first video that should come out.
Hey, I'm gonna put it like this: any legend somebody who's already in the Hall of Fame, somebody who's already done
He
it.
wasn't really
They
hating.
entitled to their own opinion. They entitled to say whatever the fuck they
he
want to
probably
say.
Yeah, but
wasn't hating.
it's always these old fighters talking shit, man. It's
No,
like,
you
come
know,
on,
Yeah.
get over it.
you know, El Jefe.
You
He
just
probably
don't like what
wasn't
they
hating.
saying.
Yeah, you don't like what they
Former
say.
chair
You
promotions.
don't like
George
it.
Foreman-
Don't matter if they're young
George
or
Foreman's
old.
too
El
smart.
Jefe.
George Foreman's too smart. He probably wasn't hating El Jefe. You're saying that he hating.
Yeah,
No,
you should like him.
I saw the video.
He was just
You-
showing. He was just
yeah.
sharing an honest opinion, and you're
That's his
saying he
opinion.
hating El Jefe.
Yeah, you should be sweating him because you like marketability. You probably got a Foreman grill in your crib.
Mhm.
Yes,
do,
I
man.
do.
Yeah, see, boom.
You
But you
do,
hating on
right?
him?
Doesn't mean I'll
Hey, yo, bro, it's like Marcus. Marcus was also hating on Canelo, man.
On Wilder.
Marcus.
What Marquez?
Oh, Marquez.
Yeah, he was hating on Canelo, man.
What'd he say?
What was this? What did he say, bro?
Eric Morales. Marquez and Eric Morales was hating on Canelo.
That Canelo's not number one pound for pound.
They ain't
To me,
hating,
that's
they're
hate.
saying the truth.
Yeah.
That's their opinion. I like Marquez. I
Opinion.
like Canelo too.
No, it wasn't opinion. That's just look. A part of what they said was opinion, but the end of what they said wasn't opinion.
Some people be
older
jealous
fighters.
though. Okay.
He's fighting older fighters that's not ready. That's what they
The
said.
Mexicans.
That was the thing of what they said. He's fighting older fighters that's not ready. So what they
They're
said
not in
is
their prime.
fight the younger motherfuckers who's up and coming who want to fight him. That's what they said, pretty much.
Yeah, but just saying in a more respectful way. That's what I'm saying.
Fuck respect.
Fuck. Nick said fuck respect. Nigga.
You gotta earn it.
Our TBA.
Yeah, but you
Shout
don't
out
think
to
Canelo
LTBA
has
in the
earned
chat.
it?
You gotta earn
Salute.
the respect. Fuck
Hey,
it.
salute to the 214, man.
Ain't no respect giving off no fucking handouts. Are you a charity case, El Jefe?
No, I'm saying look
You
at what
take-
Canelo has
El
done,
Jefe,
man.
Do you take motherfucking? Are you on are you a welfare motherfucker?
Oh man.
Nah, man.
Okay, then fuck respect. Earn it. That's
No, but
that's what we do.
okay, hold on, man. Let me say this real quick. You don't think Canelo has earned it? 4 division champ.
No.
Look how many.
I answered it. So what else?
Why not?
Why not promotions?
Hold up. Tokyo Drift says, I'm so sick of talking about AJ Fury or Usyk. They're all done and all overhyped beyond belief. None of them beats Kubrat Pulev at this point. I bet my own money that Pulev stops Fury and Usyk.
Wow. Pulev, he gonna be the one that just the upset alert?
Pulev? Oh, wow.
Is that what they saying?
Is the one?
Tokyo Drift.
Tonight.
Tokyo dropping some. He drifting on us, man.
He can destroy fans. It's Pulev.
He drifting on the Pulev. Okay, on that Pulev ship. Okay,
He must be his cousin or something.
could
Damn.
be.
Probably good Pulev fan. Just loyal to Pulev.
He said game over, y'all. Pulev is shutting the whole shit down.
Everything. He grabbing booties and knocking niggas out.
Yeah, he was struggling with the last bum he was fighting.
Oh yeah.
Against Booker, I think that's his name. Yeah, on Top Rank. Yep.
Let's see if Myron agree with that. You think Pulev gonna come through and just shut everything down?
Fuck no.
Fuck no. Fuck no promote. What about Usyk?
He has the potential to.
For real? And just take over heavyweight?
No, I'm not gonna say take over, but he has the potential to. I can't say right now if it's take over. Pulev.
One punch, man.
Pulev is on my radar more than. I'm sorry. Usyk is on my radar more than Pulev.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't really know nothing.
What's
I
up,
don't know much about him.
Just because of his
player
acumen and how his style.
Yeah, but you know what? He gets hit though. I seen that in his first fight at heavyweight.
Every fighter gets hit.
But a dude coming up and then you about to when you trying to raise yourself up to face them top level competition at heavyweight, man, one of them shits can end your whole night.
Yeah, but you know what?
No, man, we can say that. We can say that on this day. But you know what I mean? Honestly,
she said 2 years. Yeah, that's
in my opinion, Pulev has good movement.
Yeah,
I think his style Honestly, I think his style is made for Wilder.
It benefits Wilder. That style you saying?
Yeah. I don't think Wilder would do well against a Pulev.
Hey, so why? Hey, it's crazy because Usyk
don't do well against an Usyk at all because Usyk is a lot of punches and bunches, and after like Wilder, because of his conditioning, if Wilder is the type of cat who don't throw a lot of punches and wait for cats to tire out later on, that's not going to work against Usyk because Usyk is the same type of dude that gets his range, studies you the first 2 or 3 rounds, and after the 2 or 3 rounds, you see he amps it up tremendously.
But let me ask you a question though.
Punches after the 4th, 5th, 6th, he's throwing a lot of punches, especially if he corners you somewhere around the corner.
Let me ask you a question though. So you feel like Usyk has a really good chance against Wilder because of his style.
Very
and
good.
I've heard a lot of people say that.
Very good because of his style. And
because of his style.
His conditioning is ridiculous. I don't see.
Yeah, but you know what? This is my question mark about Usyk. I don't think he's gonna really be able to hurt Wilder like that.
I don't think Wilder gonna be able to hurt him because I think Wilder,
what?
He's saying he basically can't hit him.
I think
he
Wilder's
may not be able to.
kind of a fantasy.
I mean, like I said, unless he just got superb defense that night, he don't get touched. But I just feel like
Wilder's punching is kind of a fantasy.
I don't know.
It's a fantasy about 40.
bro. Magnum, man, you gotta put that blunt down. Man. You're saying some crazy shit, bro.
I don't smoke marijuana.
Water will hurt that boy, bro.
I don't smoke.
If he lands, he would.
Well, hey, I disagree. Ain't nothing fantasy about that right hand, fam. That's reality.
That's why I asked y'all the question I asked earlier. Luis Ortiz, Tyson Fury. Did you see them get knocked out? No.
Brazil got knocked out.
Knockout.
Fury got knocked out.
It's bullshit.
Ortiz twice.
Those guys got up. They was dazed. They was fucked up, but they got up.
Them niggas would have got murked, bro. He would have got that body on his record.
Ortiz didn't get murked. What are you talking about?
If the ref did not stop the fight, he would have got a body on his record.
Tyson Fury didn't get murked. What are you talking about?
Not Fury. Ortiz.
But Magnus.
Tyson Fury didn't get murked.
Right, that's Fury, and I felt Fury won the fight.
Okay,
DT.
So what I'm saying is, it's based on the competition you face on who you're knocking out. Is where we really need to gauge this on.
I see what you're saying now, but I'm saying those weren't flash knockdowns.
Other than Fury, though, who else can you name? Because you're talking about a guy. This is a guy we talking about. Usyk coming up in weight.
The first Severn didn't get knocked out. The second, I'm gonna call it.
What?
The first Severn didn't get knocked out. The first Severn fight, he wasn't knocked out.
He was boxing.
The second Severn fight, all of a sudden he got punched through the gloves. Y'all let y'all imagination go with that. I'm not saying shit.
So are we imagining things to say that Deontay Wilder has extreme power in that motherfucking right hand? Because you said it's fantasy.
Oh no. Yes, you are. Yes, you imagine a motherfucking thing, and you're the one smoking the motherfucking blunt.
It's some good shit then, because I know what I see.
Extreme at all.
It's some good shit because I know what I see.
Do you see how skinny his
numbers don't lie though? Numbers don't lie.
Bro, do you see? Numbers don't lie, but they can be manipulated.
But how many knockouts he got?
His legs are. Do you see how skinny his legs are?
And knocking niggas smooth the fuck out.
Yeah.
Do you see how skinny his legs are?
Do you see?
And knocking niggas the fuck out.
Exactly.
That's all that matters. He knocking niggas the fuck out.
So I guess Hearn's skinny legs didn't equal punching power. Right? That's all that matters.
Because we talking about power. We talking about power.
Ask me a question.
He getting a knockout.
So explain Hearn's power then. He had skinny legs.
No. I expected that question to come.
Crawford.
Good.
His power was very significant at welterweight and middleweight. Once he moved up at super middleweight and light heavyweight, who was he knocking out? Nobody.
Because he was old as fuck.
I'm waiting for that answer to come.
I'm staying focused on the topic. We talking about Usyk and Wilder.
You answered it.
I'm staying focused on that. Usyk and Wilder.
Man, I can't believe Black is defending Wilder, man. I can't believe this shit.
I'm a chess player.
What you mean? I'm a realist.
His power is significant.
I ain't never shitted on his power.
Welterweight.
I just called him a coward for not fighting Dillian White and
Once
AJ.
he
That's
moved
it.
up, it was no punching power for Hearns. He didn't knock nobody else out. I'm not gonna say nobody else out, but he didn't knock hardly nobody else out at super middleweight. And then when he moved up to light heavyweight, he didn't knock nobody out. Did he knock out Virgil Hill?
How old was he?
They were all young. No, the question was, don't answer a question with a question. You just did. Did Hearns knock out? No, answered your question. Then I asked the question. Did Hearns knock out Virgil Hill?
No.
Exactly.
So that proves, because y'all was talking about the skinny legs and all right, like I said, I stayed focused on y'all had a little side debate.
Hey yo, 1-2, he got you on that one, man.
You need base.
Oh man, I ain't take. You can have your pom poms. It don't matter.
Hey, everybody who gathers good punching power has good fucking equilibrium, and your equilibrium is dictated by the base that you control, your body, your legs. Okay, look at Pacquiao's thighs.
I'm still tripping off the fantasy right hand though.
Look at Pacquiao's thighs.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Look at Mayweather's. Look at Pacquiao's calves. Look at Mayweather's calves. Look at all the punching motherfuckers that you saw, the hardest punching motherfuckers in the history. Look at their legs, bro. Okay? Do your history, do your research. Don't go off of sensationalism. Look at it. Their legs are strong. And that gives them more fucking base and more leverage to throw a more powerful fucking punch.
So, but basically, what you're saying is,
no,
Deontay Wilder
leverage.
No, not what I'm saying. What I'm declarating is declaration. A declaration, meaning it's fact.
Well, it's a declaration of independence because it's your fact. It ain't nobody else's fact.
It's a physiological fact. You don't know your physiological. You don't know.
Great. No, you're making a good point with that. But how do you explain a guy who has skinny legs who's knocking everybody the fuck out? Because you're making a point that usually guys with strong legs, they do better, have success.
I said that. I'm not Larry Hearns.
Tommy
Hearns shit legs equivalent to the welterweight, super welterweight, and middleweight division. But once he got up, no, he wasn't knocking nobody out no more.
Yeah, but
that's y'all's debate.
Man. Yo, wait a minute, man. Nigga, man, you done been talking enough. I've been letting you talk enough. Listen, man.
Let me talk shit.
Yeah. You've been talking enough. Now I'm gonna talk.
Also why?
Nah, man. Nah. First off,
you have been talking though.
Yeah. First off, you talking about big legs is providing leverage, which makes no sense. It basically provides. No, it doesn't. It provides.
You don't know your physiology.
All right, well, let's hear what he got to say.
Exactly. That's more of center of gravity and weight because you're more grounded.
Fucking base.
But I'm saying leverage comes from.
Keep on stuttering.
You kind of interrupt him though. Let him talk.
I'm gonna let him talk, but he's stuttering.
Leverage. Oh my God!
You interrupting still. Let him talk.
It's all right, man.
Base that formats my argument.
All right, let him talk, Double M.
Let him talk, Myron.
I'm just saying there's a difference between leverage and what you're talking. Like you're basically saying your center and your base, right?
Keep on stuttering.
Keep on slurring, motherfucker. Shit.
I'm drunk.
Yeah. We know, man. But I'm just saying, like it goes like ain't nobody questioning your intelligence. I'm just questioning what you're saying about this punching power. You basically trying to tell me that somebody with skinny legs can't have significant punching power, which is bullshit.
Wilder legs
is skinny.
He's skinny, bro, but he got power, fam. I still don't know what point you're making with that.
Yeah, again, I'm asking.
I really don't know what point you're making with that. Being real.
And Black is probably you're seeing things, man. You're
I'm
not.
asking again.
I guess we all seeing shit because all them knockouts must be Hollywood scripted.
Never knocked out. Tyson Fury, he did knock out. Those were TKOs. TKO.
But we're not. Doesn't matter. But power, sir. Power.
It does. It does matter because it's the
Niggas is having a seat. Niggas is getting stopped.
Tommy Hearns again. Who did Tommy Hearns?
You gotta just accept the fact that the nigga is stopping dudes, bro. It don't matter if the ref is getting in the way, if it's a towel being thrown in, if a nigga don't make it up past 10. It's a stoppage, fam. And it's called power. Power produces that. Power produces KOs. Power produces TKOs. Power produces a motherfucking ref to throw his hands in the air in front of your face. That's power, fam. So you can talk about the skinny legs, but there's still power there.
It's power, but not knockout power.
Oh man, this man.
Well,
hey,
right,
yo, Double
to the
M.
next subject.
I have one question for Double M. Like, give us an example of someone that did have power.
Give me what?
An example of someone that does have power right now in the heavyweight division, other than Wilder.
Dubois. Joshua. What the fuck are you
More than Wilder.
That's a stupid ass question, El Jaffe. You sound silly, man.
No, because I'm saying Wilder's the hardest punching fighter at heavyweight, man.
Golden Boy. Do you work for Golden Boy, El Jaffe?
Nah, man.
Nah,
I hope.
Hey,
I wish,
DT3?
man.
Okay.
Like I'm having whole conversations in the chat, man. Like y'all going back and forth. I'm having whole conversations in the chat, like right in front of y'all.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I'm saying, look, you understand your base.
Hold on, Myron. Go ahead. Go ahead, DT.
My point was,
Myron,
I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up. But let all y'all say what you want to say for the next 20 minutes. I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah, let DT rip, man.
Hearns had power in the welterweight division. His legs weren't skinny for the welterweight division. Middleweight, okay. Once he moved up to super middleweight and light heavyweight, no, that shit didn't carry. He didn't knock out Virgil Hill. It was 12 rounds. He didn't knock out his name reminded me. Top formidable fighters. No, it was 12 rounds. Apologies for not understanding the word. But your base, your legs has quite a bit of influence on the power you generate. Because where do your power come from? Let me finish. Where do your power come from? It's not just your arms, it's your hip movement.
Mm-hmm. Got you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you fight? Okay. So how you
all my life.
How you
We understand what you're saying.
Your leverage and how your hips and everything move, which comes from your legs up. Your power comes from your legs up. It ain't come from your arms and your shoulders. That's why those motherfuckers shoulder punching. It's from the legs up. Okay, bro? And you know I'm talking. Who knows fighting, really fighting, know what I'm saying is real. Your power is from your legs up. Okay? So, Wilder don't have the power in his legs to become the most powerful puncher in the heavyweight division. No, he don't have it.
No. Who said that?
That's been talking the whole week.
Listen, we was talking. Okay, look, you got to stay rooted on what we was first talking about. We was talking about Usyk. You was talking about Usyk facing Wilder, and you started discrediting Wilder and saying
Usyk's legs.
This is your thing, bro. When a nigga start talking, you like to cut them off, and then when they got to skip, you say they stuttering.
Go ahead.
Niggas is sharp mentally. You just gotta let niggas talk.
Okay, say what you want to say.
We was talking about the Usyk situation, and you was discrediting Wilder, saying he don't have real power. It's a fantasy. I'm like, how is it a fantasy when niggas is actually being stretched out here? They actually not beating 10 counts.
What niggas are you talking to?
Everybody he faced.
Name the names. Name the names besides.
Right, and so your point was Fury is the only one.
I want you to elaborate what you're saying. Name the names besides Luis Ortiz and Tyson.
I said everybody, bro.
Name the names to be
elaborate, bro.
If you want me to
name the names.
If you want me to say guys that he knocked out like Spilka, Stavern, Chris Arreola, and guys, Gerald Washington, it doesn't matter. What point am I gonna make by naming? I just said everybody.
Please keep on going with the names.
So if you want victory in that, get victory in that. I don't need to name everybody he faced, man. I don't need to do that. I made my point. The nigga has power.
No, you did not. You said Stavern. He didn't get knocked out the first fight, and I'm saying I'm gonna say it right now.
And he got damn near fucking.
The second fight was a flop.
Put in the grave in the second fight.
The second fight was a flop. I'm gonna say it right now. The second fight was a
that was
flop.
a fix, right? Next fight. Go ahead.
The second fight was a flop.
Right, it's the fix. Go ahead. Next fight now.
Hey, Spilka never laid on his back.
Spilka never laid on his back and came out in a stretcher. Next fight now. Next fight. There was never a stretcher involved where he had to be fucking carried out of there and taken to the hospital. Next fight.
Spilka, a TKO. Did Spilka ever go on his back?
Next fight.
Did Spilka ever go on
Bro,
his
you
back?
didn't watch the fight if you don't know that the nigga was not laid on his back. What are you talking about?
That was one of the most devastating.
What are you talking about, fam?
I've ever seen, B.
You losing this debate badly.
Okay,
badly.
Who's the other motherfucker?
A little too much drink if you think you winning this debate with me.
Who's the other motherfucker that he knocked out with a funny ass fucking bows like that? Did he ever go on his back?
Whoever that nigga is with the funny bows.
Basically, you need to go on your back
to
get a knockout. That's what you're saying.
That motherfucker did like this. It was kicking his legs up like a fucking coyote at the same time. Like boom, boom. And the referee came up and stopped it. Did he ever go on his back?
All right,
you just told us he was on his back throwing punches. You just told us.
I'm wrong. Spilkin, what's his name? What's his name? What's the other dude's name?
Let IO up in here. Hey, Double M, I'm gonna let IO.
Hey, I'm gonna step down though. Hey, salute for having me on though, DT3.
Name up. Y'all go ahead and talk.
How it is, man.
I'm gonna get on IOTBA up in here. Hold up, give me a sec. I'm finna get him up in here.
Look up a box records name right now.
There we go. What's up, IO, bro? Appreciate it.
Man, y'all know how I do,
whatever
man.
you was trying to ask me.
What's up, man?
Oh no, I was just listening to them, and at the same time, because I just wonder, like I want to do this with you, because I just wonder now, since you are a fighter, you have this new audience, everybody's looking at you, and we know that the fight date is coming up January the 11th, 2020. You're gonna broadcast that to everybody. You have an opinion on her. Also, you have an opinion on her, and you are the media, and us being the media, we are crucial of a lot of people and what they do. So I just wonder, you being in this position now, being the media, you going in here as the fighter now, and you're gonna have a lot of us looking at you, cheering you on and support you, and you're gonna have a lot of people cheering you on to see if you may get lose or not. So tell me how you feeling going into this fight. Do you feel like it's a lot more extra pressure on you going into this fight?
Yes, I do. I've been feeling like that since I felt that my last fight, to tell you the truth, because it was a big fight. It's MTG event. MTG is the biggest promotion company. 8 Limbs Fight Promotions is the biggest Muay Thai amateur promotions in the Bay Area or in this part of California itself. So the fact that I was fighting on a super card like that, and I was also promoting it on the channel as well, it made me a little nervous. That's why I was like training so hard and just pushing, posting pictures of me training, posting pictures of me training with other people from sparring. It was to let people know like I'm really training, I'm really putting in this work. And even now I'm nervous, but I'm not as nervous because I think because I went through it that first time. Now that I'm dealing with it the second time, I'm kind of dealing with it a little bit different and feel I'm going about it a little bit better. But I still feel the pressure because for one of putting out, I was going to fight in October and it didn't happen. And now this fight coming up so soon. So I'm still feeling the jitters for that. But yeah, I feel the pressure, especially being in the media and I'm the one talking shit about everybody. So now everybody's talking shit about me. So
with me saying that, so hold on. So with me saying that, so tell me, just we see you on here doing these videos and we see you lashing out at folks, on her. So tell me, how are you gonna be able to keep your emotions all the way in check going into January 11th? Because we watching you, and I know like social media could take over our lives sometime because that's what we do all the time. So how are you gonna be able to keep your emotions in check from November of this right now to January the 11th, bro, knowing like the enormous amount of people who watching for reasons to see you win or lose?
Well, honestly, to be honest with you, to make it easy for me to deal with all that is, for one, as y'all see, my wife, my kids, and all that. And honestly, what made it easier for my last fight, along with this one, to be real with y'all, all the way 1,000, is 1-2 kid and you, Io. Like that conversation we had that the other night talking to you, and when I be on UGC with 1-2 kid, he be giving me game on how to prepare and be ready and sharp, and hit just his game on the fight game and what he know, just soaking up his knowledge. It kind of really keep me motivated. You know what I'm saying? To know that I got you guys like really pushing me, because even when I'm running and I get tired, and I ain't gonna lie, I be wanting to stop sometimes. I be hearing y'all in my head wanting me to keep going. So I'm really appreciative of y'all and my subscribers as well. But really, I'm appreciative of y'all for being motivators for me.
So when I was watching the broadcast earlier, before I just started timing, I was just watching and listening to what y'all got to say. I seen you were sitting back and everybody else was doing a lot of talking, but I seen you eating a lot. And I don't know if, and I know we're supposed to eat. So I asked you a question like, what weight are you fighting at? Can you tell that to everybody now?
I'm fighting at 135 with a 137 catch weight. So
Okay,
I can't be no higher than 37. If I'm any higher than 137 pounds, I can't fight. All right.
And tell everybody,
bad business.
And tell everybody what your weight is right now.
So my weight right now is 146. I walk around when I'm not training, I'm not got a fight coming up, and I'm just chilling, kicking in, no training. I usually am around like 56, 55. But when I go into training camp, I like to go into training camp at the weight I'm at now, because I know my diet is usually on point because I'm eating a lot of chicken and broccoli. Right now, I'm just eating a lot of peanut butter and crackers and shit. I'm not really eating nothing heavy. I'm kind of snacking and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? So
stay away from the broccoli.
And this right here, another question for you. With you being a fighter, you see it a whole different perspective. So I be in training camps. I've been in training camps a lot with fighters, and I've been in training camps a lot with fighters. And the most drooling thing about training camp with a fighter is the weight cut. So I want you to tell everybody on here, like, I know we get on guys in boxing a lot for missing weight, because at the end of the day, you're supposed to be professional. But can you please tell everybody how tough that weight cut is and what these fighters go through and what you go through in the weight cut?
It's very tough with the weight cut for me, because you have to, some days you can't eat, or you have to eat so little and you so irritated because you got to make weight.
That's because
you know.
Like lettuce.
I hate lettuce.
Salad do you just fine.
But yeah, I'm not a salad person. I kind of just
meat
don't
eat
nothing on certain days. But that's
meat and potatoes.
I can't eat potatoes. Potatoes for me now, because I'm older. When I was 25, yeah, I could eat a potato. That worked for me at 25. Now that I'm 35, I can't eat that. It's just gonna hold the weight on me, and I retain a lot of water weight. I retain more water weight than anything. And I'm fighting. To answer your question, Blake Sneed, I'm fighting Muay Thai. I'm a Muay Thai fighter. So I fight Muay Thai. That's what I do. But I know boxing. Like I said, I trained in boxing for like 8 years. My trainer his name was Paul Wade. He's the man that taught me boxing, 3rd Street Boxing Gym, San Francisco, California. And I kind of just, after I started doing boxing, that's what made me the better kickboxer. I would not be the kickboxer I am today had I not boxed. That's what some people don't understand. Had I not just solely boxed and just literally learned the sweet science of boxing, I would not be a good kickboxer. I probably wouldn't be good at all. I'd probably be hella average. I'd be fast. So go against somebody fast, I wouldn't have nothing.
So with a lot of us on here, DT3. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, go ahead. Boxing just gave me more ring IQ. That's all.
So with a lot of us on here, well, probably 99% of us on here,
hit the
you
like
probably
button, beautiful spirits.
With about 99% of us on here, you probably the 1% who just really into Muay Thai. So for a lot of us who really don't understand like how many rounds Muay Thai is and what's the time per round, can you please explain to us going into this fight January 11, 2020? How many rounds and what's the time limit per round?
It's a fast-paced fight because it's only 3 rounds. It's 3 2-minute rounds. And when I get a chance to fight for the belt, it's gonna be 5 2-minute rounds. And this is gonna be, I believe, full Muay Thai rules, so I'll be able to use elbows, knees, all that. Because mostly I'm used to just using knees to the body, can't knee to the head or elbow. But I think this fight is gonna be full Muay Thai rules. I'm gonna be able to elbow to the head. And a lot of people don't realize the difference in amateur kickboxing and amateur boxing is in amateur boxing you wear headgear your whole career in amateur boxing. There's no diss to them. It's just that's just how they do it. But in amateur kickboxing, you only wear your headgear up until your 4th or 5th fight. And this is going to be my 4th fight as a kickboxer. My record is 1-2. And this is going to be my 4th fight as a kickboxer. So I'm not going to wear no headgear. So it's going to look like pretty much kind of like two pros fighting, except I'm just going to have shin pads on and elbow pads on.
So
Okay, you
tell me
gotta
this.
even that out.
So with the extra pressure being on you because you have a big audience now, you have a lot of people looking. Is this going to be the most grueling training camp that you think that you ever put yourself through?
Yeah,
It needs to be.
I think the way I play, and also what's crazy is it's funny that you asked me that is I'm no longer working at Tap Out Fitness. I'm no longer a trainer at Tap Out Fitness. So now I'm going to be a trainer at Audacious Muay Thai, which is a full-fledged Muay Thai gym. Tap Out Fitness was the fitness gym. So where I'm finna be working at now, and I'm finna have the facility to train is a full-fledged Muay Thai gym. I'm finna have access to actual Muay Thai guys from Thailand, from where the art comes from. You know what I'm saying? So this training camp is gonna be it. This training camp is gonna be one of the most exciting but grueling training camps and one of the most influential and learning experiences that I'm probably going to have thus far in my fight career.
So when does training camp start, or have it already started?
I haven't started camp. I'm gonna start official camp in after Thanksgiving. Like literally, like the day after Thanksgiving is when I'm gonna be like camp on. I know some people be like, "That's hecka short." You're right around that time, but it's like I've been training. Like it ain't like I'm just like not doing nothing. Like I've been running, been shadow boxing, I've been hitting the bag. Like I'm in shape right now. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm finna do when I hit camp is fine tune and make sure I'm on weight. That's all I'm finna do all camp. Is just stay sharp and fine tune.
So tell me a little bit about your opponent. Have you do we have a lot of fights out there that you studied your opponent, that you know what's coming, or is this just an unknown guy, no tape out there, and you just going into this training camp, training, just getting ready, or is there tape out here and you are familiar with this guy a little bit?
I'm not familiar with this dude. I can kind of tell you some about the situation because it is a situation, a personal situation surrounding this particular fight for me, because this dude was the guy that was originally, you know, when I first went for the NTG fight last year, this guy's name was the first name that popped up. And as anybody know, I don't duck no smoke. I fight whoever. You know what I'm saying? Anybody from 135 to pretty much, if it's for a belt at 47, I'll fight you too at 47 for a strap. But anybody from 135 to 140 can get it. That's just me. So when his name popped up, I took it off top. I didn't say no, nothing. I just took the fight. And all of a sudden, he couldn't fight no more. Then I ended up getting another opponent who had more fights than him and from the same gym. And then I took that fight. And then instead of him fighting, he backed out 2 weeks before the fight was supposed to happen. So he purposely ducked. So then, now mind you, that's with a totally different promoter. This fight right here is with a whole new promoter. So I hit up this promoter for the fight, and contradictory, who name popped up. Same dude, the fucked up part about it, his record is better. He got a fight under now. Now he, instead of him having the same record, being 1-2, now he's 2-2. So this dude is coming into this fight with some momentum. And on top of that, he ducked me because to make a cold part about it was he ends up fighting the week after we were supposed to fight. So how you can't fight me, but you could fight a week after you were supposed to fight me? Okay. So now to me, this is kind of personal. This dude is coming in this fight with a lot of momentum because he just won his last fight. So I don't think he know who he really finna be up in there with, because I don't think he know that I'm the dude that he ducked. So, and I want his homeboy too. So after I whoop your ass, I want your homeboy too.
So with you being a fighter, do you need that extra like kick for it to be personal, or do it could just be just a fight? You could just go in there and fight, and it's gonna be the same reaction, and you're just gonna approach it the same way, or do you like need it to be Is you that do you got that type of mentality where you like it when it's personal because that's gonna make you even want it more?
It needs to be motivated.
I like it when it's. I ain't gonna lie. I like it more when it's personal. But at the same time, when it was MTG, when they told me that when I talked to the MTG promoter, because I talked to him myself, I manage myself. I don't have no manager. Don't nobody get my fights. I get my fights. So when I talked to the manager, when I talked to the promoter, MTG, I was just motivated because that's the biggest promotion company for any amateur kickboxer right now. So to be on that card is huge. That's like being on top pay-per-view card right now as a pro. So for that, that's big for me. So I was just motivated to fight on a huge card, and on top of that, I'm finna be live on my channel. Like I would just juice off that. Like I was just I was motivated on that alone. Plus, I want to win an MTG strap, which is one of the biggest belts in California.
So tell us about Muay Thai. Is it more easy? I'm not saying ain't nothing easy, but is it little less obstacles to take to get like a big fight and get the title than it is in boxing?
No, honestly, because in Muay Thai, even on the pro level, they fight everybody. Like ain't no duck season, ain't no he don't got enough fans or he don't got enough cloud or I ain't gonna make enough money to fight. We fight. That's what we do. Like we ain't ducking nobody. We ain't he too hard. Nah, we fighting because win, lose, or draw, we get the experience. It's the experience that you get from that. So at the end of the day, you don't really lose. You just gain experience. You don't lose, you learn. That's the philosophy that we use as kickboxers. You don't lose, you learn. Because the mistake I made in my last fight, I'm not making this fight. You got me fucked up.
And by me watching your channel and just watching your videos and watching your live streams and watching you, I see that you are a true family man. So tell me about your support system and tell everybody who ain't in boxing or who ain't never been to gyms or been around fighters how you need that support system.
It's vital, man. Like I don't know where I would be if I didn't have my wife and my kids as a support system. It's my foundation. You know what I'm saying? This is what keeps me grounded. This is where I'm at all the time. So I gotta have that support that comes from here. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that I have that and it's not something that I have to like go out my way to get, it's just natural. It's beautiful for me. You know what I mean? It's like even I'm gonna tell you a story, tell you something personal. I wasn't supposed to take this fight. Me and my wife had got into it about me taking this fight.
Okay.
You know, and it was really difficult for her to really be like, okay, you're gonna take this fight because she know that I'm finna be 36 years old. My time is short. You know, if I need to take every opportunity that I can while I got it. And I'm still hungry. I still want to win, and my wife see that passion, see that desire that's in me. So she supports that. So with that being said, you know, I'm very grateful that I have the support system that I have, even when I kind of go against the grain when my wife don't want me to fight. Because she told me don't take the fight, and I took it anyway.
So, is there any specific reason you could share with us? Why she advised you not to take this fight? Or let me say, is it because she's tired of seeing you in these fights? Is that the case?
No, it was really because gotta work. You know, I don't get paid to fight. I only get paid to sell tickets. That's what a lot of people don't know. I get paid to sell tickets. That's the beauty about being an amateur kickboxer too, is that I also get paid to sell tickets. So if I sell a certain amount of tickets, I get a percentage of what I sell. So that's where I get money on the back end as an amateur kickboxer, but I don't make no real money as an amateur fighter. So with that being said, it's kind of hard. The bills got to be paid.
So even with you being 1 and 2, you're still amateur fighter in Muay Thai. So how many fights for us who are not educated on Muay Thai? How many fights do you need in the amateur system to it's time to go pro?
5, 6. depending on how you fight. Between I would say 6 and 8. That'll give you a real good measure any fighter of where they're going to be at as a pro. Because by the time you get to 6 fights, you're not wearing shin pads no more. All you wearing is elbow pads. So you basically feeling the shin on shin, the bone on bone. You're already getting the feel of what that's like. So you do that about 2 or 3 times. Then once you feel that, you kind of see how you're going to be once you go pro. And I would say about 6 to 8 fights.
Hey, say, bro, can you take this H3? I mean, this H Money, Mr. Dazan. He talking. He on here timing people out and talking shit.
Hold on, we went from Mui. How many fights it taken to H Dazzin, to that nigga Mr. Dazzin?
Hold on, I know what you're talking about. I got him.
Okay, so you mentioned earlier that
hold on. Why is that bum ass Mr. Dazzin getting shine on this channel?
Oh no, because I forgot he hasn't popped up. I haven't been live in a while, so when I just went live when he finally popped in, he was one of my mods. I had to go on my phone and take his moderator off because he was timing people out.
You was a moderator right now on this shit right now?
No, I just got rid of his mod, so my apologies for anybody that timed out by him.
Okay. Go ahead.
Don't mind him. Go ahead, Io. Go ahead, continue.
Okay, so with you speaking earlier, you saying that your family wanted this to be your last fight. How many fights do you realistically see that you got in you? And do you think you'll be turning pro, since it was kind of questions if you was gonna have this fight?
I want to win an amateur belt. I want to win an MTG belt, an IKF belt. And if and based on the gym that I'm at, they have a connection to the IFS, which is global. Like the kickboxing organization Glory is very connected with them, and Glory is huge in the kickboxing world. So to win an IFS belt would be super huge. So my goal at this point is to, as long as I have that hunger to want that, then that's what I'm going for, is to win the IKF belt. It don't matter what weight, 135, 140, it don't matter. If I'm blessed, I'll be happy as hell if I could be a 2-division champ. That'd be awesome.
How do you not put too much pressure on yourself, DT3? Because we all could see that you want this real bad. You know, we want it bad for you too. But how do you not put too much pressure on yourself going into this fight? Because you're a high-strung guy, you could tell that you know your emotions is out there. So how do you not put too much pressure on yourself going into this fight?
Meditation and prayer. No lie. Meditation, some prayer, and just really talking to my wife, talking to my best friend, Tim Ryder Great. Sometimes when I talk to Double M on the phone, we just be chopping it up. Little things like that. When you got somebody you could call and just be like, hey man, you know, I'm a little zealous, or I'm a little excited, or I'm a little nervous, I'm feeling some type of way, and they just remind you of who you are, and don't trip. You all right, you good, and you trust your training, trust your work, what you put into the game and all that. When I hear that from certain people, and sometimes it happens on sheer accident. It's not even something I might even be looking for at the time. It could be something that somebody's seeing based on how I'm talking or how I'm looking at the time. So really, what keeps me cool is honestly just my family. And another thing that keeps me grounded and not too excited is, it's funny that I'm finna say this, and as much trash as we were just talking about this man, and I just did a video about him. I watched Floyd Mayweather train. When I watch Floyd Mayweather train, Anthony Yard train, when I watch Sinchai or Bukal, these are Muay Thai guys I'm speaking of. When I watch these guys train, the CPO brothers, those are Muay Thai guys. When I watch those guys train, it just like it pumps some fire in you, boy. Get me going, and it just cool.
So one more question, because I know I got a big body discussion. This just been on my mind because I want to talk to you. You know, like ever since we had our conversation that night, I want to ask you these questions. But I'm glad that we was able to ask it on your platform. So, you know, everybody out here could get that feel, you know, of how you feeling of going into this fight, your thoughts and the process of elimination, which you dealing with everything that's surrounding it. So this is my last question for you right here. Shout out to everybody though. Like I apologize to everybody for coming in.
No, shout out to you, bro. That was good shit. Keep on going.
But yeah, so tell me this: you as a fighter, because you know a lot of people on here ain't been fighters, right? So you as a fighter, DT3, tell me, with this gonna be almost a 2-month training camp for you. So how many weeks in the training camp is it till you know you're fully ready and you ready to go? Like you know you ready to fight. I know, like you know that you ready to fight.
For me, I have to be honest. When I found out my opponent was not finna fight, I knew I was ready, and that was 2 weeks out before the fight, and that was because I was training every day, Monday through Friday, twice a day. And when I found out that dude wasn't fight, I was ready. Like I was just fine tuning. I was just sharpening the tools. You know what I'm saying? I was sharp as Valerian steel type shit. You know what I mean? Like that's how I was feeling. And when I found out that he wasn't fighting, I was like, dude, this is the best shape I've ever been in. You know what I'm saying? And I'm lucky by the grace. You know what I'm saying? I'm still in good shape. So I'm still reflecting. That's the thing. Like another thing people not realizing is that I'm going into this camp right now still with the conditioning from my last camp. Because I've only been off for I was supposed to fight October the 5th. And it's just November. So I'm only a few weeks off. And I only took 2 weeks off before I started running again. So I'm still in good condition. And I'm going to go in camp still sharp. Because when I ran, what was it the other day when I ran and I was shadow boxing, I was like, hey, I'm still sharp. Like, I'm still real sharp. Like in about 2 more weeks, I'm a boy. So, and I still got all of December. So by Christmas, I'm going to beat your ass, dog. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna fuck you up, bro. Real shit. I'm coming for your ass.
I don't want to say this too loud because I know your family around. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? So you as a fighter, so tell us, is this myth true or not? Like on the 6th, like how long out do you stop? How long out do you stop and tell us, is that actually true that it drains you? I heard some fighters tell me yes. I heard some fighters tell me no.
Yes. If they tell you no, they lying. Tell them to go do something before a fight. Then tell them to do it right before and see what happened. Cause I know I did it. I did it and took an L for it. So I know from experience because I thought I knew better. But I have that with my wife. You know, I tell her, at certain times, you got to give her the Rocky treatment. No, I want to stay strong. You know what I mean? And that's real. You go in there and you want to be strong. You don't want to be weak. You know what I'm saying? Even in the Bible, say don't give up all your strength, man. So
how long do you stay out? So how long out of a fight? 1 month? 3 weeks?
4 to 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks. Me and my wife went 6 months. So I don't have that problem. You know what I'm saying? When I 6 weeks.
What?
But so you don't be angry? You don't be angry at all? Like
I'm angry. I'm angry when I gotta cut weight. When I gotta cut like this going to 37, I'm gonna be angry. 40, nah. 40, no.
So
40,
tell
I'm
us.
usually I can eat whatever I want. I can eat however much I want. I don't have to, because I'm 46. I'm 146 pounds right now. So I'm good. All I got to do is lose 6 pounds. I'm straight. But when I got to fight at 37 or 35, oh yeah, I'm asshole. I'm mean. You ain't gonna like me.
So tell us all who's not experienced in that of being a fighter and just living their life. How is it sleeping in the same bed, DT3? Like
sleep on the couch. Sleep on the couch.
Funny. This dude is funny as fuck. ATB, your interview was off the chain.
On the couch.
Nigga. That's why coincidentally your face fell out the fucking screen. Nigga, your interview was dope.
But Double M. But Double M. Them real questions, though.
Let me say this 1 minute. I'm drunk. Look, bro, your question, how it was coming after I was like, God, this motherfucker's good as shit. I was literally, bro. I was like, this motherfucker. I was like, God damn, this motherfucker's a
But this,
professional. But when
but
you
this what
said
I
that
was.
shit right there, they like threw it all out of the way. You're like, for real,
All right, go ahead, Io.
for real, bro.
Nah, but these are but no, these are the type of questions that people have curious minds and want to know.
And it's dope.
Like
it's dope. It's dope. It's dope. It's dope.
And my mind be curious because I just want to know like how it is as a fighter, like to push yourself to the ultimate max, like DT3 got to do now. How, like, with me being on YouTube, they're just like me going into like a celebrity fight or like a boxing match. It gets set up with me and somebody else. That'll be an enormous amount of pressure because I know that people watch me. I talk a lot of shit. I'm very judgmental, and I know people will be ready to judge me. That's why I wanted to talk to DT3 because I know he has a strong opinion, and like people
No, I was just saying, bro. No, your question it was like really fucking awesome though. No, hey, bro, I'm telling you right now, the questioning was awesome as fuck. I'm here like, God damn. I mean,
1-2. Hey, let me get 1-2 kid up in here. What's up, 1-2? You quiet over there. I know you got
something. Oh no, man, I was
What's
just
up,
listening. I was enjoying the interview.
Yes. No, me too. That's what I'm saying.
Get your take, 1-2. I want to hear you speak on my coming up and what I gotta go through and all that. What you think about it, 1-2?
I don't know, man. I was just kind of listening too, man. I was enjoying the information, but I know that it actually being abstinent is pretty good because it builds somewhat tension, but it's not too much bad tension. It's like energy.
It's because of protein. Every time you have an injection, you're releasing protein out your body, and that protein, of course, is equated to muscle strength and all of that. Okay, it's very simple.
Oh boy! All right. Well, thanks for that elaboration.
Google it.
Okay, well, hold on. Go ahead, 1-2. Let 1-2 go. Go ahead, 1-2.
So that other than that, yeah, I was curious to how you felt because we all different and how you dealt with the issues of going into a fight and that type of pressure. But did you tell everybody when your fight was going to be on your live?
Yeah, January 11th, 2020. I'll be fighting in Stockton, California. So if you're local, feel free to stop by. Stockton, California, Bay Area, January 11th, 2020. I will be fighting. So even if dude decide to back out, I'm still showing up. So they better have somebody there for me to fight because I'm fighting somebody on January 11th. That's all I know.
Yeah, because you're pretty adamant after all that training.
Yeah, bro, because that's what happened last time I was hella mad. I'm like, bro, I did all that training, bro, and I've been trying so hard to not really be on my wife, bro, because I was really on her at the time. That shit was hard. And then it was just like, bro, you ain't fighting? Tripping, bro.
A lot of folks.
Fuck it. I and ran after my wife after that. So.
But yeah, IOTBA gave you some good questions because it takes a lot of sacrifice to do what you do.
Man, IOTBA, congrats to him, Joe. Salute. That motherfucker was on it. That was a hell of an interview.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you, Remy, man. Come down if you want to 209, man. It's in Stockton, California, the 209. I will be in the building. I'm coming.
But it's just exciting, not just for me. Like I'm just happy to know all you dudes now and be a part of this real movement. It's just exciting for me, not only me covering boxing, me talking boxing with DT3 and everybody, but us being able to see one of our guys go out there and showcase whether, he go out there, win, lose, or draw, he's going to have our support and we get to see our guy go out there and showcase and we get to cheer for our guy. You know what I'm saying? It's a good feeling when you have somebody who you deal with and he your guy and he's going out there, and it's his moment to put on and he got all our support around him and it's just a fun thing and I'm excited for January 11, 2020. I'm going to be definitely tuned in for that with my popcorn. I'm going to probably have me some Remy or some Henny. I'm going to be lit that night.
Yeah, man. Because I'm going, man, I'm trying to show out. And it's not really because of just my channel and the people that's watching me. It's really, bro, because I've been trying to fight for the longest. And then to have somebody duck me and all that, bro, it's like I got to get it out, bro. Somebody got to get it, somebody. But luckily, it's
But
the
not,
person that I want
but
anyway.
but it's also a magical thing at the same time because you know the world is built off social media now, and with your social media platform and you going on there to fight, that ain't gonna do nothing but you know
Big you up.
build you up and bring more attention around you, bro. That's the beautiful thing about this. Just us having this conversation right now with all these people on here listening who didn't really have a good in-depth of DT3 and how he feel about the fight and the different questions I was asking. You gave them a full perspective of how you are now, and I think that's a great thing.
Hey,
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I really do, man.
IOTBA. Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Bro, you have a real talk, champ. From my bottom of my heart. My grandmother on a grave. You got a natural, you have a wonderful natural knack for what you just did.
I appreciate that, bro.
No,
I really do.
On everything, bro. The way you, oh my God, the way. First of all, it was like a machine gun because you was keeping them coming. DT3 would finish one up, and you had another one ready, bro.
I think what it
knack for that, and bro, and I don't know what your channel is. I've never seen it, and
IOTBA, subscribe.
IOTBA, yeah.
No, I'm going to subscribe now. It's without a motherfucking doubt.
Subscribe on Facebook too. 27.
I could not bring
followers. 27,000.
It's crazy as my mind is. I would not have brought those questions in that particular manner. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know if you was preparing for it or whatever, but whatever it is, similar, you have a natural knack, brother. That is a natural knack for you, okay? And real 300%. Just keep that same shit pumping. So, if you're a part of UGC or NBBC, all I'm really trying to say is that nigga is interviewer number one. He's priority. For anybody to get an interview, he must get an interview because look, the interview you was doing, dude, was miraculous. It was awesome. It was like it was a beautiful piece of art. It was artwork. It was artwork, to say the least. And that's all.
But you know, I think that
dope shit, bro.
Yeah, I think that comes from me going around to a lot of these gyms, like, cause I really go around to these gyms all around my city. I really travel and go to these fights all around the states and around the world. And my thing is, like, I really want to get in depth with the fighter, right? I really want to know how they feel. I don't want to, like, I really want to know the person, like, who they are and how they feel, the things they go through, the emotions, and just the different situations, you know, that happen, bro. Because everybody come around fighters for all the wrong reasons. Let me tell you that. And a lot of fighters out here, they get caught up with the people coming around them for the wrong reasons instead of the actual people who coming around them and who really care and genuinely hope they do great things.
Right.
Hey, IOATB. Look. What I'm saying is, in another perspective, the way you was asking the questions, your voice and everything, it didn't come off as antagonism or any other level, way to make the fighter feel uncomfortable with answering your question. So what I'm trying to say is truly how you answer your questions, the way you did it just a minute ago, just right now with DT3 is like perfect because you were just answering them, but your voice tone wasn't shifting or any other particular way that's making it sound like some antagonism, some sarcasm, or any of that. It was just like really just coming out. So I'm saying is I think with that being said, you have a natural knack for that.
Thank you, bro.
Hey, DT3, do you agree with that?
But you know, I done interviewed a lot of fighters all over the world, bro. Like a lot of the top fighters.
I never heard one, bro. I never heard one. I just heard this, and I was like, God damn,
He's in the right line of business, that's for sure.
Huh?
Well,
He in the right line of business because it
Yeah,
lines up
bro.
well for him. It lines up
Yeah.
well for him, and he's going to do big things. Everybody knows that, and he's going to get just as much
But
support.
this is my thing right here. I'm not into like what I learned in this game, bro. I'm not in like I'm being so honest with everybody right now. I wish everybody the
I can
best.
tell you are. We can tell you are.
Like
Go ahead, man.
I wish everybody the best who out here doing their thing. Like if you're a fighter, I wish you the best, and I wish you to get to the top and be all you could be. But see, my position I'm in now, I done been around a little bit and seen how the fighters are. I'm not into the big time fighters. Like that don't intrigue me anymore.
He like the
Like
like me. Yeah.
like what intrigues me now is the guys who like in the gym who not spoon fed. You know, the guys who don't get that attention that they need. The people who in the background who have the talent and who have everything they need, but they just don't have the people around them giving them that light to make it go. So that's what I'm into. I'm into all fighters, but I'm into the guys, you know, I'm into the blue collar guys, bro. Like I've been around the guys who who make a lot of money and they get to a certain level and then they start acting different. So I'm not into that. That never fascinated me. And that's one thing I could stand on. I never fascinated me being making it to interview all these guys. I didn't interview Canelo before, but it never fascinated me to where like I just want to be around them guys and just act a certain different type of way. Like I just love the amateur fighters, bro.
Bro, you seem very fucking genuine.
Mm-hmm.
He is genuine. I had a conversation with the man.
Real talk, bro. You seem
so,
very
but the thing is about me, my perception, like the perception of me, it get taken in a totally different way because see, I'm a truth teller. See, I let the truth come to the power and the power come to the truth, right? So I come off a different way. I come off of reality, and you know what they say about reality? It's a motherfucker. A lot of shit I say, it's like a big pill. It's hard to swallow, but it's the truth. And you know, I feel like when I was getting in this boxing game to start talking boxing, I feel like that wasn't out there like that. You know, I didn't know a lot of guys. It's just the guys who I had heard. I feel like they were being political. And I said, I wasn't coming into this game to be political. I'm coming in this game to tell these boys everything they don't want to hear and everything they need to hear. That's how I was coming. So, you know, the perception of you get, you know, of how people see you, they could take that perception of you. But once a person get to talk to you and they get to see how you really is, bro, then, you know, things will change. So that's just what they do. That's why it's not good to assume how people live.
IOAT Bay.
Uh-huh.
I subscribed just now, bro.
Thank you, bro.
I just subscribed just now. Real talk.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Hey, bro. Everybody subscribe to IOAT.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Boxing Talk. I'm looking at it right now. Please subscribe to that brother.
Hit him up on Facebook.
But look, so what we need to do is, you know, like, we need to make sure we make this shit big. You know, I don't care about the pressure on DT3 because we supporting him. We want him to feel that pressure. We need to make sure we push this to make it the biggest it could be so we can have everybody watching this because we all out here cheering for this dude, win, lose, or draw. It's going to be the same thing. We're going to still have love for this brother, whether he win, lose, or draw. But I think it's our due diligence, you know, to make sure we mention this shit on all our lives, you know, to push this shit, to make this shit as big as it could be, because that's the problem with a lot of people on YouTube, right? A lot of people on YouTube, they be so emotional, it ain't about that. We all got one common thing in common. We love the sport of combat sports. We love that. So whether we have different opinions or not, that's cool, whatever. But at the end of the day, you know, we rhyme with this realist boxing talk movement. People know I represent that UGC, that NBBC, that IBFP, that VP, you know what I'm saying? I just represent all that shit. And when we represent all that shit, nigga, I'm going to mention this shit going forward on every one of my lives. You know what I'm saying? To help push this. And I just advise everybody, let's do that because I want DT3 to look at this fucking phone before the fight start and see all these motherfuckers watching him. You know what I'm saying? Because that's going to be us supporting him. Because that's at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because when I do that face off, I'm uploading the face off too. Like I'm going to do a video of the face off and put the video up. All that y'all gonna see all that. Y'all gonna do the video of me weighing in all the way up to the face off. Y'all get to see the atmosphere of everything that I'm dealing with, and I'm gonna put that up as a video. But the fight itself will be live. It will be a live stream, so you will be actually watching in the moment at that time, squaring off with somebody. It's not gonna be me just.
It's easy for us to talk about it and big up it. That's why I say people don't understand the life of these fighters until you actually lived in that gym with them, been at their family house, chilling with them and talking to them. You know, people don't understand like how much inside like DT3 want to pop out and fucking burst right now. Like I guarantee you, if he wished this fight was tomorrow, bro.
Yeah, people lack the ability of empathy these days.
Yeah,
they're talking about empathizing, be able to put yourself in somebody else's shoes.
Yeah,
and that's really what's lacking. So
that's true. That's very true.
But let's get back to some boxing because I just want to talk about my boy D. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, like like we had a great conversation, you know, just about boxing and everything, and it just been on my mind. But I want to ask you this because I like Double M. You know what I'm saying? So tell me this, Double M. What's your thoughts on the big? I mean, besides Anthony Joshua and Ruiz, I think this is the biggest fight, you know, of the year, and that's the rematch with Tony Harrison versus Jermell Charlo. What's your thoughts on
what?
We're gonna get your thoughts and we're gonna dip out. After we get your thoughts, we're gonna dip out.
Are you ready to go, DT3?
Yeah, and after we get my baby to sleep. So we're gonna get your thoughts.
My thoughts on Charlie Harrison, and Charlo.
We can do this. Let's go.
And I mean Ruiz and Joshua. Yeah, I think it's a fucking humongous fight, and I think Joshua's going to make a statement. I'm gonna say it right here and now. I think Joshua's going to make a statement. Really,
I hope so.
And the thing is, I mean, if you look at the dynamics, him, of course, we all want to win in Madison Square Garden, but him losing in Madison Square Garden to somebody who have never been, who made history at the same time being the first of its kind in the heavyweight division, was also paramount. So you gotta look at people who like to make. I mean, it's not everything has to deal with boxing. It's gambling, news, the media, and all that. All that has to do with boxing. So you gotta look at promoters and looking at this shit from both angles. What the gambler's going to say, what the media is going to do, and so him being, you know, Joshua, yes, of course it was a rematch clause. So say okay, and I'm gonna say this right now. Joshua say, okay, I'll take this loss and go ahead, make the fight bigger for the rematch. And now, since I lost in America, I'm now a bigger name in America for not the reason I would like, but guess what? I'll make it up in a rematch.
So what's your thoughts on Tony Harrison and Charlo?
Charlie Harrison, baby. Charlie Harrison, baby, sticking and moving, because Charlo gonna try to come take that head off. But I think that Harrison was losing. Harrison was tiring out in the later rounds, and your boy Charlo hurt him in the later rounds, but couldn't get him out of there in the last rounds. So, I mean, all the shit that Harrison is talking is giving Charlo more motivation to try to get him out of there. So, honestly, if Charlo lands a good fucking punch, if Harrison going to win by decision, Charlo win by knockout. Put it like
okay,
that.
I know DT3 ready to shut it down. Hey, I want to come back on here because I disagree with you on that one about the Harrison and Charlo. And
what you got?
No. That's another day. Whenever
sleep, bro.
No, that's another day.
Okay.
All right, DT3, thanks for having me on. Magnus, IOTBA, my motherfucking man.
One love,
You
everybody.
guys enjoy your night.
Peace and pugilism. I'm fucked up. Thank God this shit is over. I'm fucked up, nigga. I'm fucked up. I'm drinking like I'm fucked up.